PJ. Screen is set by Eason. Here is Scoot for a 3-ball. On the way in. He got hit by Troy Brown. No whistle. Triple makes it a 3-point game at 22-19.
Rockets down 35-21 after the first 12 minutes as Anthony Davis would score 13 in the opening frame for LA. Second quarter, Houston would fight back.
To the baseline. Here's JC at the dotted circle. His mid-range is up and in. Josh Christopher averaging almost 6 points a game. He had just 4 against Detroit. 35-23. 2 minutes gone by. Christopher, three-point line right. Behind him, Taria straight on 3. That is up and that's in. And then it's a desperately needed one. Low block on the baseline. Here goes Şengün. Gets by LeBron. Flips it over his right shoulder and puts it in for a beautiful layup. Tough move that time to first of all get around LeBron and then have enough finesse to drop that one in. Station across the timeline. To his left for Şengün. Good screen that time by Martin. Down the lane he goes and flushes it in. And there's an and one as the Lakers were caught defensively napping and got there late. Rebound to James. That came 3/4 of the way down. LeBron going to go try the length of the floor. Crossover moves. 360. He spins. He scores. He's fouled. Down to 5:50 remaining. Smith, left-hand side of the floor to Jalen Green. Green 1-on-1 against AD. He's going to try a 3-ball. That's on the way good. The third time is the charm for JG. And the Rockets turn over in their front court. Coming right back, Austin Reeves down the lane, up and enter. Blocked by Şengün. That's a huge rejection. Eason, left side. Scoot for a 3-ball. Nails it. What a great turnaround there. Great defense turns into a long ball. Evan Porter Jr., three-point line right. He's going to launch a 3 in front of AD and nails it. Scoot has really looked good from three-point range. Goodness.
Houston down 70-60 at the break, despite outscoring the Lakers 39-35 in the second frame. They look to build on that momentum in the third.
Reeves against a triple team, lost the basketball. Şengün comes up with a steal. Right to Green. Alley-oop time. Here it comes. And a two-hand flush to Jabari Smith Jr., who now has 11. Back out to Scoot. Met there by Schroeder straight on. Right-hand dribble drive to the top of the key. Step back, long 2. Got it. Scoot now 5 of 11 from the floor. He's got 14. Porter to Şengün to the baseline left. Here's KPJ for a 3-ball. Nails it. Wow. Start of the pass went to Green, to Şengün, out to Porter, and it's a 10-point game. KJ, 3-point line left. Straight to Şengün. Met there by Beasley. Gets by Beasley. He's going to dunk it down with the right hand. Nicely done. 97-81. Green gets by Reeves. Goes up. That's blocked by Hachimura. In front of LeBron. Heart of the lane. He goes down the lane with a right-hand flush. LeBron with 14 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds in a 16-point lead.
Rockets down 101-83 after the first 3 quarters, and it wouldn't get much better in the fourth.
Three-pointer coming up right side on the way up and in for Jabari Smith Jr. Right side down the lane. Christopher goes up, and that's on the way in good as he tried to put a shot over LeBron James and put it in as LeBron went for the swap. Next, lob into Boban against Gabriel. Left-hand dribble. Down the lane, he'll turn left, spin right, go to the window, and score. Fans love it, per usual.
Houston with the 134-109 loss to fall to 19-60 on the year. Can the team bounce back against Denver tonight? The answer coming up at the top of the hour as the Rockets tip things off against the Nuggets at home for the final time this year. Matt joins me next. We'll have the keys to the game, the starters, and the action straight ahead right here on the Rockets Radio Network.
Hey, it's Coach Silas.
Here come the Rockets.
This is Jabari Smith.
Reverse layup and one.
This is Alperen Şengün.
Beautiful move.
Jay Sean Tate. Hey, it's Torrey Eastman.
It's good.
This is Boban.
Alley-oop.
This is Kevin Porter Jr.
Right out the Rodin.
Hey, it's Jalen Green.
Unbelievable.
Houston Rockets basketball is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And by AT&T 5G, the fast, reliable, and secure 5G network.
Rockets Radio.
Launch control, this is Houston. Red Nation. Get ready for liftoff.
And the crowd is on their feet.
We go for launch.
Here come the Rockets. Now, the voices of your Houston Rockets. Matt Thomas and Adam Clancy.
What's up, Rockets fans? Back at it here on Rockets Central. Before we get started, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves all along the Houston Rockets radio network.
KBME Houston, an iHeartRadio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Adam Clanton coming to you live from the Bill Worrell broadcast booth here inside Toyota Center in the heart of downtown Houston, the beautiful home of your Rockets since 2003. On the call tonight for this final home game of the year, my esteemed colleague at Sports Talk 790, a proud University of Houston Cougar, and an usher here at the top of section 120 here inside Toyota Center, the one and only Matt Thomas.
Well, don't forget, I also took some tickets for about 25 minutes, too.
Did they give you one of those scanners?
Yeah, it's incredible. For those that don't know, I'm wearing the red vest, the tie that you
I
normally
tweeted a photo.
And
It's amazing.
it's really easy. The scanner, you put it to your phone, it prints the tickets off. There's a lot of things that technology has done to hurt our world.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't one of them. It's so ridiculously easy.
We talk about it all the time with the Access app and how easy it is to get to your seats and start cheering. It really is as simple as that. And you were multitasking like a mutta. Let's just put it that way.
And now I'm hanging out with you for the next couple of hours.
I love it because this is the final home game of the season. It has been a trying year. It's been a long year. And the Rockets aren't done after tonight. They've got two more games out on the road. But as far as the home crowds go, this is it. So hopefully you're making your way to Toyota Center for the final time of the season. Because I think that, the next time everybody's in this building and we're doing something like this, there could be some serious changes to various parts of this organization.
And additions, hopefully.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be one at or near the top of the draft. We know that because of where the Rockets sit in the lottery standings. But as it pertains to the action at hand, you had the Lakers come in the other night. They're playing for something. The Nuggets come in. They're actually still playing for something, trying to lock down home court throughout the Western Conference playoffs. And so you got your hands full tonight, especially because you're not going to get a little reprieve that maybe you would have a couple nights ago. The Joker is in the lineup, and he does damage every single time.
He is a guy that's averaged 25 points a game, 12 rebounds, almost 10 assists per contest. He's second and fourth in those last two categories. He does it all, and the strange thing it is for me, he doesn't look the part. But then you sneak up and look at the scorecard, and he's got like 9 assists with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. He is just a special player that will be obviously considered to win yet another MVP award.
And if he does, it'll be 3 straight MVPs. But I saw something on ESPN the other day talking about the best footwork all-time of big men. And, Shanae Agwumike was on there saying, all right, come on, let's calm down. He's great, but he's no Hakeem Olajuwon.
Right.
But it's like you said, you look at him, you would never assume athleticism, footwork, any of that stuff, and yet he is a walking triple-double. Not just a double-double, a walking triple-double.
Well, look at the numbers against the Rockets this year. 21 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists, shooting 68%. I don't mean to put the cart before the horse on our toe to Keith's victory, but if he puts up those type of numbers tonight, the Rockets are in trouble. Here's the thing that's crazy. Denver's just been average the last month.
Yeah,
I mean the definition of average, which again, for the 9 millionth time, you and I talk about who's running the West. I'm not putting Denver at the top of that list. At least right now, I'm not.
Yeah, it's all about who's playing well at that time. And so as we get to our Toyota keys to the game, I'm sure he's going to be a part of it. But this Denver team, just in general, presents a lot of problems.
Here's the one thing that you got to keep an ear on tonight, and if you're listening to the game or here in the arena. Watch Adam for the extra pass. They are second in the NBA in assists per game. You know what that means? You've got guys like Jamal Murray doing. You got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Porter. We've already talked about Jokic's assist numbers. They're going to spend a little extra time finding the open man, and that's a byproduct of so many assists, and that's why they shoot as well as they do. They are shooting as a group 51% from the floor, which is tops in the NBA.
The Rockets and the Denver Nuggets here inside Toyota Center for the final time in the regular season. We've got the starters and the action coming up when we come back. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Rockets fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the all-new Rockets Flex Plan. Packages start at 5 games for just $55.
Hey, Flex City, Credit Karma Money Save is here to elevate your savings to slam dunk heights. Their 3.75 annual percentage yield is so high, it will feel like a towering skyhook from the baseline for your money. So what are you waiting for? Go to creditkarma.com/savings to open an account for free today and start earning like a baller with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Balance must be at least 1 cent to earn APY. Banking services provided by MBB Bank Inc. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply. A maximum of 6 withdrawals per monthly savings statement cycle may apply.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Tonight from the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Texas, it's time for NBA basketball featuring your Houston Rockets against the Denver Nuggets. Good evening, everyone. Matt Thomas alongside Adam Clanton. Our on-site engineer is David Obert. Our network producer tonight is Noah Fouts, and on stats, Stanky Pete Unger. Time now for the starters. First, for the visiting Denver Nuggets with a record of 52-26, 19-19 on the road. They are 8-7 if you count the games all in March and the 1 April contest they have played. On the guard line, Jamal Murray, 6'4", 6-year player out of Kentucky, is joined in the backcourt by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in his 10th year from Georgia. The small forward is Michael Porter Jr. in his 4th year out of Missouri, joined in the front court by Aaron Gordon in season number 9 out of Arizona at 6'8". And the center is Nikola Jokic at 7 feet tall in season number 8 out of Serbia. So again for the Nuggets, it is Murray, Caldwell-Pope, Porter, Gordon, and Jokic. Their head coach is Michael Malone, 405 and 334 in his 10th NBA season. 8 years in Denver with a mark of 366 and 267. For your Houston Rockets, who come in with a mark of 19 wins and 60 losses, 13-27 in this building, 2-8 in their last 10 games. On the guard line, Kevin Porter Jr., 6'6", 4th-year player out of USC, joined alongside Jalen Green in his 2nd year from Fresno, California, also stands 6'6". At 6'7" in his 3rd season is KJ Martin. The power forward at 6'11" is Jabari Smith, the rookie from Auburn. And the center is also 6'11". It's Alperen Şengün in his 2nd campaign from Turkey. So again, the starting 5 for the Rockets: Porter, Green, Martin, Smith, and Şengün. Their head coach is Stephen Silas at 56 wins, 177 losses in season number 3. Our officials tonight, as assigned by the National Basketball Association, our crew chief is James Williams. He's assisted by Eric Dallin and Danica Mosier. Williams, Dallin, and Mosier. The Memorial Hermann injury report for the Denver Nuggets: Colin Gillespie is out with right lower leg fracture. Zeke Naji is out with a right knee sprain. We should mention that Nikola Jokic has missed some time with a right calf tightness. In fact, he did not play against Golden State a couple of nights ago. Jamal Murray fighting off a right thumb sprain. For the Rockets, just one player out tonight, and that is Jayshawn Tate with left knee soreness. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care. Rockets coming off that 134-109 loss to the Lakers. They were down 14 after 1, down 10 at the half. The Lakers in the second half outscored the Rockets 64-49 in a game that featured just one tie and one lead change. Rockets shot 43% from the floor, 13 of 34. The Lakers, meanwhile, were much more fluid at 56% from the field and 9 of 30 on three-pointers. They also turned the ball over just 6 times. AD had 40.
LeBron had 18, 10, and 11. And Rui Hachimura, of all people, had 20 points and 12 rebounds. The Nuggets are coming off a 112-110 victory over Golden State. Golden State at one point had a 15-point advantage. Denver held a 12-point lead. Golden State led after 136-26, but the second and third quarter didn't get them in as the Nuggets outscored the Warriors 63-51. Denver for the game shot 44% from the floor, 9 of 33 from three. But how about this for a defensive performance against the Warriors, AC? Steph Curry went 8 of 28, Klay Thompson 9 of 28.
Yeah, the defense was, I mean, if you want to call it that, or they just had an off night, but
Yeah.
I think the Denver Nuggets would probably like it if we credited a bit of their defense. So they're as good as anybody in the West. They've been at or near the top all season long. And as we talked about in the pregame, although they might not be playing their best right now, West is wide open in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they're the ninth best defense coming in at 112.4. The Nuggets have, unfortunately, boat raced the Rockets this year, losing games by 16, 20, and 21 points.
Not great.
Nuggets averaging 127 points per game. The Rockets are averaging 108. Denver is averaging 15 three-pointers made per game at 46%. The Rockets right around their season average at 32%. So all the numbers are out of the way. And here we go with Rockets basketball. Nuggets in the white uniforms trimmed in gold and blue. Rockets are going the red uniforms trimmed in black with white lettering across the front. Alpi gets that mini Jokic sign, and I hope he becomes mini Jokic.
Oh, my goodness. I'll take a fraction of Jokic.
But there's still a lot of work to be done, and I think that playing a game against Nikola Jokic will want him to desire to become that kind of player. Tip is up and controlled by Denver. They'll move from right to left as we see things in the first half of play. Aaron Gordon hands it off to Murray at the top of the arc, to the left elbow, back out to Jokic, top of the key. Flips it behind him to Michael Porter. Porter's going to try a left elbow jumper around the rim and out, and Şengün clears. Rockets left to right in the first half. Here's Scoot going to launch a straight-on three. Glass only, goodness. Rebound picked up by Michael Porter Jr. Again, the Nuggets will go from right to left here in this first half of play. Jamal Murray spins by Porter to the baseline, into the Jokic, a little 5-footer, rattles in, and Denver has scored the first points of the game at 2-0 and 40 seconds in the game. Nuggets again, 51% from the floor. That is tops in the NBA. And there's a handoff. Green almost had it stripped that time by Caldwell Pope. JG's going to go to the lane, use the left hand and score. And we're even at 2, a minute going by. Jokic, the biggest guy on the floor, is going to bring it across the timeline. Two-handed pass out left side to Aaron Gordon. Gordon with the ball in his midsection, now near his throat, hands it off to Murray. Giving it back to Jokic, back to Murray. Giving it back to Jokic. He'll fly up and put a 5-footer in the air, and he drains it. Jokic has 4. Rockets have 2. Minute 20 gone by. Porter throws a pass behind Şengün, and it's stolen. This will be in the hands of Porter. Porter on the trail to Gordon. Bounce pass to Jokic. He's got a whistle and an N1 coming up, and that's 6 early points for Nikola Jokic, and Denver's lead is 4.
He's looking around to his teammates saying, "Did you miss me?" Which technically they didn't the other night because they got the win, but boy, he is a force.
Yeah, he was slapped by Kenyon Martin in the play, so that's the first foul either way. Jokic does everything well. 82% at the free throw line. As I said, that he misses.
Good job.
Nuggets 6, Rockets 2. Scoot left side of the floor. We had 2 Porters on the floor, so we'll try to identify each one as I can. Şengün hands it off to Green. Back to Şengün. Bounce past it up and misses. Good block that time by Gordon. The putback is on the way on the weak side by Kenyon Martin. And it's 6-4. Minute 50 gone by. Low block right. It's Murray. Straight on. 3-point try coming up. That's on the way and good for Michael Porter Jr. Shoots 42%. They've got a boatload of players, AC, that can shoot 40% or better from 3.
That's a recipe for success in today's NBA.
Yeah, that's their first attempt at it. 9-4 Nuggets. 9:48 remaining in the first quarter. Baseline left. It's Green inside. Down low to Jabari. Pull away jumper from 10 is up and good. And Jabari's got himself a basket, averaging 12.5 points per contest. 9-6 Denver. Jokic to the free throw line. Inside, down low, and Gordon got his goods thrown. That time by Jabari Smith. Şengün, floater from 12. Didn't know what to do with it. Stolen. In front court, Gordon Behind the back pass out to Murray, left side. He's wide open. 3-ball coming. Front rim, no. Gordon to the offensive rebound. Aaron Gordon will turn left. Kick to the baseline for Porter Jr. for a 3. That's another miss. We got Porters and Porter Juniors, one for each side. 9-6, Rockets have the basketball. Here's Green in the dotted circle. Now in front of the free throw line. 14-footer, no. Tap up by Smith, no good as well. But a whistle. We got a loose ball foul against Denver. And the call will be against Jamal Murray. That is his first Denver foul coming at 9:01 remaining in the first quarter. This first quarter, Rockets basketball is being presented to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Şengün between the rings. Hands it off to Green. Green's got Jokic and Murray on him. JG kicks it baseline right to Martin, to his left for Jabari. Jabari at the left elbow. 15-footer on the way, in and out. Rebound to Michael Porter Jr. Left side to Gordon. That's Aaron Gordon, Aaron, not to be confused with the former Rocket Eric Gordon. Caldwell Pope to the left elbow for Jokic. One-on-one against Şengün. He'll turn. He'll post up using the right hand. Turns left, spins, reverse layup. Got it. Yikes. Nikola Jokic done that to every post player in the NBA. It's 11-6 in favor of Denver. 8:20 remaining in the first quarter. Across the timeline comes Green to Şengün with both feet inside the arc. Out right side angle. Right of the free throw line. Scoot had the ball blocked by Gordon. Ball's deflected a couple times, picked up by Jamal Murray. He wants to push. Got Green in front of him, gets cut off. Reestablishes left to KCP. Caldwell Pope left-hand layup on the way in. And it's 13-6, and looks like Denver's rested tonight.
They're just having their way anytime they want to get to the basket.
So far, they are 6 of 10. The Rockets are 3 of 8. Scoot's got it, left side angle. He's got Porter Jr. in front of him. That's Michael Porter Jr. Hands it off to JG. JG gets by one defender, reverse layup on the way with the right hand. Kisses it off the window and puts it in. And it's 13-8 Nuggets. 7:33 remaining. Aaron Gordon, low block left. Going to post up. He'll turn left. Fadeaway 12-footer off the window. Bad shot, bad angle. Rebound picked up by JG in front to Martin, and he missed the dunk. Off the rebound at Jokic, throws an errant pass. Scoot took it away at midcourt. He wants to alley-oop, and this time there won't be a miss as KJ flushes it down. 13-10. Rockets are 5 of 11 from the floor in the first quarter of play. Clock moving with 7:05 remaining in the first. Jokic again brings it across the timeline for the second time in this early contest. Lobs it inside to Gordon. We're going to get a foul on KJ for a little push against Aaron Gordon. And with that, a timeout. 6:57 remaining in the first. Kenyon Martin Jr. has picked up 2 early fouls. Nuggets up 3, 13-10. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
Hey, this is Eric Dick. If you have a home insurance claim, call me right now, 832-LAWYERS. That's 832. To get you the money you deserve. Don't delay. Call me right away. Call me today at 832-LAWYERS. This is attorney Eric Dick. My office is in Houston, Texas. Call me right now at 832-LAWYERS. I'm a home insurance attorney. I look forward to helping you. Call me right now. If you have damage to your home, get a lawyer. Call me at 832-LAWYERS. Call me right now, 832-LAWYERS.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota. Let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now.
Your favorite Monday Night Raw superstars, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and more. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at ToyotaCenter.com. Cody Rhodes got jobbed at WrestleMania, by the way.
Can you go to that real quick?
Absolutely jobbed.
Well, it's not a job. It's because that's the decision that was made by the chairman. Right?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know who's making the decisions anymore, but Cody Rhodes was ready a year ago, and he did not win the title because Roman Reigns is into his third year.
Wow. Bruce Brown is checked in for the Nuggets to Jokic on the right baseline. One-on-one against Şengün pulls up from 14, misses it. Green cleared. We got to talk more wrestling before the night.
Absolutely.
JG's got it. Right-hand dribble drive down the lane. Turns to a left hand, spins it off the window, and puts it in for two. And it's 13-12 in favor of Denver. Green's got 6 of the Rockets' 12 points. Jokic, three-point line right. Again, Şengün to the baseline. Turns left, turns right, lost the basketball. KJ steals it from him. Martin left side of the floor. On the trail to Jabari. Layup attempt, missed, but free throws are coming up.
I like the aggressiveness, though, and forcing the officials to blow that whistle. Rockets looking to regain the lead.
Both teams, by the way, have done a lot of work in the paint. 12 points in the paint for the Rockets, 10 for the Nuggets. Houston has scored 6 straight as Jabari Smith goes to the free throw line. Jokic, by the way, on that previous trip down the floor, missed his first shot in 5 tries. Jabari to the line, hits the first to 2, 78% on the year. Had 14 and 6 against the Lakers. His average 10 against the Nuggets so far this year. 9 times this year, Jabari has had a couple of blocks and 2 threes in the game. He had that scenario happen against the Lakers 2 nights ago. Jabari misses the second free throw. Ball tipped up a couple of times, and it is rebounded by Aaron Gordon. Gordon gives it up now. Across the timeline to Brown. Brown's a really good guard off the bench. To Caldwell Pope. Pass inside. Şengün has back-to-back steals for the Rockets. Green in front to Scoot, right side angle. Back to JG. Down the lane he goes with the left hand. Throws it off the backboard and puts it in for 2. I love Jalen attacking the lane early on. And the Rockets have a 15-13 lead. It's our first lead change. 5:50 remaining in the first. Aaron Anthony down the lane. Finger roll layup, and he got it by Kenyon Martin just too easy. That's the problem is that KJ had that's 2 fouls. Didn't want to pick up his third here in the first quarter. Scoot's got it, 3-point line right. 1-on-1 against Michael Porter Jr. To his left for Şengün's going to launch a 3. A high archer is up, and it is good. Alpi at just 31% on the season's got to work on that, but that triple helps the Rockets on a 12-2 run. 18-15 Houston. Jokic top of the key jumper. No. Rebound to Jabari. Left-hand side of the floor, Jabari's got the basketball. Met there by Brown. Low block left. Şengün going to try. A shuffle from 12 is short. He knew when he flipped his hands. Rebound is picked up underneath by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Brown with a nice bounce pass to Jokic. Out right side, Porter. 3 ball on the way. Back iron miss. Tipped by Martin. Into the hands of Jabari. Right side, here comes Jalen Green. Down the lane with a left-hand layup. Missed it short. Rebound is picked up by Porter. He wants to push. Michael Porter Jr. across the timeline to Bruce Brown, giving it back to Porter. Right of the free throw line. Hands it out right side to KCP. Low block right. Jokic 1-on-1 against Şengün. Got the ball at his midsection. Turns left. Spins right. Hands it off to Anthony. Not ready for it. There's a shot attempt, but it's on the way and good. There's a basket for Aaron Gordon. A 2-pointer. To make it 18-17 in favor of the Rockets.
I guess 3 seconds isn't a rule anymore.
Not for Aaron Gordon, it certainly isn't. Down the lane goes the Scoot. Kicks it out left-hand side to Green. Being face guarded by Porter, and we have a whistle and a hand check foul. Actually just stepped out of bounds before the hand check. That's not good.
Yeah, his plant foot as he was trying to launch forward.
Look at the replay right now. That is now the 3rd turnover against the Rockets. The Rockets have also seen the Nuggets turn it over 3 times. So JG picks up his 2nd foul. Jokic is out. Former short-term Rocket, Jeff Green, who started 4 times while Jokic has been out, is on the floor, averaging 8 points a game and 2.5 rebounds. I like when Green he was here. Straight on, Porter for a 3-ball. Front iron glass. Nope. Rebound to Şengün. Down to 4 minutes remaining. Rockets up by 1. Porter, 3-point line right. That's our Porter. Bounce pass to Şengün. Turns right. Spins left. Goes up. Hands it off to Jabari. Underneath the basket. Blocked by Jokic. And Gordon was also over there. Wouldn't have been Jokic because he's out. It's Green, and the block was by Aaron Gordon. And Gordon, after going for that loose ball, got a foul called against him. That is his first third foul against the Nuggets.
Thought it was going to be on Porter, which he looked like the guy that committed it, but they gave it to Gordon on that one.
Alp into the free throw line on the year, 71%. Bends the knees, settles. Free throw attempt, good. More substitutions coming in. We have another Brown on the floor. This one is spelled differently, B-R-A-U-N. It is Christian Brown, rookie out of Kansas. Bruce Brown in season number 5 out of Miami of Florida. I don't want to talk about their basketball program. And we mentioned that Jeff Green is on the floor in season 15 from Georgetown. Here's Alpe's second free throw. It is on the way, and it is good. The Rockets have their largest lead. 20-17. Clock moves through 45 remaining. It's a 14-4 Houston run. Denver again right to left in this first quarter. Gordon hands it off to Green. To the right elbow to Brown. Straight on to Green. Three-pointer for the tie off the heel. Rebound is picked up by Christian Brown. Out right side. Wide open three-pointer Brown. That one is Bruce Brown, and he nails it at 36% from three-point range. And we're tied at 20.
Looks good all the way.
Scoot directing traffic with the right hand as he dribbles left hand, left side of the floor. 3:15 remaining in the first. Left to right around the arc. Porter maintains a dribble. He's got Aaron Gordon in front of him. Down the lane he goes with the left hand. That was swatted. Saved by Şengün. Behind him to Green. Down to one. Go up. Lost the basketball. Saving on the back on a knee is Michael Porter Jr. Out to Aaron Gordon. Gordon cross court to Green. To the baseline right. Bruce Brown. Three-pointer up. Good. That's another basket there. And that gives Denver a lead of 23-20. Bruce Brown has been really good, averaging 15 points against the Rockets in the 3 previous games. 2:40 remaining in a 3-point Nuggets advantage. Porter three-point line right. Inside the arc goes a bounce pass right side to Şengün. Going up, spinning against Aaron Gordon. He goes up with a reverse dunk and jams it down. Nicely done for Alpe. He's got 7 points and 5 rebounds and a couple of steals here in this first quarter. Aaron Gordon at the free throw line. Dotted circle out right side. This is a Porter three-pointer. That is up and in. Michael Porter, 42% AC from long range.
If you got a 4 in front of your three-point percentage, you are a very, very elite shooter.
Yeah, they're 4-9 for 44% from three-point range. JG gives it to Şengün at the dotted circle. Out right side of Porter. Baseline right. Tari Eason a triple. He's got one. Eason's seen his three-point numbers drop a little bit. He's at 34%. And on that triple, a timeout has been called by the Nuggets. At 1:57 remaining in first quarter play. Is Denver 26, Houston 25 in a game that's already featured 4 ties and 2 lane changes in the first. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce
You can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every $1 you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card. All you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Take advantage of tonight's Rocket Shop Online item of the game. Tonight, all hardwood Classic Edition items are 50% off. Shop now at rocketshop.com. Matt, this is one of the best nights of the year if you want to get some very, very affordable Rockets gear that you might have been eyeing all season long and just didn't want to pull the trigger. You can do it tonight and get a fantastic discount. And the Rockets hanging in there with one of the best teams in the NBA, 26-25 Nuggets with the lead. 1:57 remaining in first quarter action. The Nuggets have the basketball.
All right, last made three field goal was a three. Jokic hasn't scored since 5:26. Well, he wouldn't be scoring as he went on the floor, but we should not let the information get in the way there. As Tari Eason watches the Nuggets turn it over. We've got more changes coming in. Peyton Watson, their rookie 30th pick in this past NBA draft, is on the floor. He wears number 8, and he's out of UCLA. I guarantee you Ryan Hollins wants to go talk to him before the game. Right elbow jumper. There's a shot attempt for Smith. It's no good. Offensive rebound to Garuba, and he throws an errant pass, but Easton saved it to his left and intercepted. This will be a layup attempt coming up, and actually it's going to be a two-hand flush for the aforementioned Peyton Watson. 28-25. Denver up by 3 with 1:15 remaining in the quarter. Another 2 paint points for the Nuggets, who have now 16. So too do the Rockets. 16 paint points. Here is looking for Smith, and he's going to go inside the lane, get 2 more with a foul. And one coming up as the Nuggets lead has been trimmed to 28-27. First foul in the last 2 minutes for the Nuggets, and the foul will be on Watson, his first. Murray on the floor with Watson, Brown, and Green is on the floor for the Denver Nuggets. So Jamal Murray's the only starter on the floor. Rockets have Smith, Porter, Eason, Christopher, and Garuba. Free throw for Jabari is up, and he's got 6. We're tied at 28, minute remaining in the quarter. Bruce Brown's got it left-hand side. Lost it on the sideline to pick up the dribble, then throws a pass out right side of Murray, who grabbed it. Shot clock at 5. Murray around the arc being chased by Garuba, goes up and lays it in. Man, he was on a fast chase to beat Garuba to the lane, and he got there.
That hurts when you played that good a defense the entire possession.
30-28 Denver, 37 seconds remaining in the quarter. Porter between the circles. Garuba sets a screen. Porter's three-pointer on the way. That's up and in. The Rockets have another lead, thanks to a scoot three-pointer from 27 feet, 31-30 Houston. 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Murray left side angle the basketball. Scoot is right in front of him. Still dribbling Murray with the right hand. Gets a screen from Green. Out right side, Peyton Watson three-pointer. Back iron, no. Rebound, East on the baseline. It's saved and goes right in front to Garuba. Down to 5 seconds left in the quarter. Jabari on the trail. This is a layup attempt for Garuba to win the quarter, and it's on the way. It's up and missed. He got his own rebound, put it in, but I think it's going to be late. James Williams, the crew chief, will look at it during the break. The call on the floor is it's late. We'll tell you how it turns out right now.
Ooh, that's close.
It is super close. Rockets 31, Nuggets 30. Second quarter action with the result on that layup next. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
What does it mean to be the energy behind Clutch City? At Reliant, it means powering the home of the Houston Rockets and the homes of Rockets fans across our hometown. Reliant is harnessing the energy on the court to power game day. Together, we make a powerful team. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Rockets. To learn more, visit Reliant.com or call 1-866-RELIANT. PUCT number 10007.
Hey, Cluck City, Credit Karma Money Save is here to elevate your savings to slam dunk heights. Their 3.75 annual percentage yield is so high, it will feel like a towering skyhook from the baseline for your money. So what are you waiting for? Go to creditkarma.com/savings to open an account for free today and start earning like a baller with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Balance must be at least 1 cent to earn APY. Banking service is provided by MBB Bank Inc. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply. A maximum of 6 withdrawals per monthly savings statement cycle may apply.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Visit memorialherman.org/neurotrauma. Memorial Herman, advancing health, personalizing care. Rockets up on the Nuggets after 1 quarter of action here inside Toyota Center. Adam Clanton, Matt Thomas with you on a Tuesday night, the final home date of the season for your Rockets, and they lead the Nuggets 31-30 after the first 12 minutes. 8 points from Jalen Green, but he had plenty of help up and down that lineup, Matt.
Yeah, got to worry about the turnovers. 5 of them in the first that turned into 7 points for the Nuggets. Got to be careful on that. They confirmed the basket did not count for Garuba, so it's 31-30 in favor of Denver. Daisha Nick starts the second quarter against Jamal Murray. Bounce pass outside to Josh Christopher. Cross court to Nix. Cross court back left to JC. Three-pointer off the heel. Ball tipped up, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Denver. Josh has got some athleticism, an explosion, 25% from three. That's got to get better in the offseason.
As Matt Thomas would say. There it is.
Catch to JC. Low block right. Poked away by Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown had 14 against Golden State as part of their victory. Bruce Brown off the bench, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds for Denver. Nix to his out to the straightaway to Eason. Shot clock at 7. Tari, left-hand dribble drive against Christian Brown. Baseline left. Garuba wants a 3. Back iron miss. Garuba has really struggled after making a bunch of shots that got him over 50% for the year. He's down to 44. Underneath the lane, reverse layup is on the way. Bruce Brown. The tip up by Christian Brown is not going to fall either on the follow-up dunk attempt. And here comes Tari Eason. Rockets are up by a single point. Tari down the lane, bumps the defender. Offensive foul wave off the basket. Christian Brown taking the charge. Eason with the foul. Christian, we need a strong game from Tari Eason. Last 3 games, AC, total of 14 points on 5 of 31 from the floor.
Yeah, the shooting, he was 1 for 11 the other night, and the only one he hit was a late 3 that I believe tied the game up or gave the Rockets a 3-point lead.
It's a good 7 for 8 kind of night, don't you think?
For sure.
Bruce Brown to Murray, straight away against Nix. Shot clock at 9. Screen is set by Jeff Green. Cross court left-hand side. Catch, shoot, three-pointer. Back heel miss off the hands of Peyton Watson. Rebound to Garuba at the free throw line. Gives it up now to KJ. Behind him to Josh Christopher. Back to Garuba straight away. 2 dribbles to the baseline right. Nix is going to launch a 3. That's off the heel and no good. And Jeff Green clears. Green quickly left side of the floor. Straight away down the heart of the lane. Layup attempt. It rattles around and falls. And Denver retakes the lead at 32-31. Jeff Green off the bench averages 8 points and 3.5 rebounds for the Nuggets. 10:23 remaining second quarter. Nick's three-point line gets turned back by Watson. Straight away now cross-court pass to his left for JC. Christopher down the lane. It's an air ball. Good defense by Murray. Getting back, it's a 5-on-4. Heart of the lane. Layup attempt is on the way. 2 more points for Peyton Watson. Watson has his first bucket of the game. 3-point Denver advantage at 34-31. Left side of the floor, Josh Christopher. Down to Eason. Goes up. Layup attempt blocked. They're in there just rim protecting like a mutta. Across the timeline comes Bruce Brown. He'll wait for teammates. Brown quickly to Jeff Green. Low block right. Spins against Tari. Floater off the window is up and in. And another basket for Green makes it 36-31. And for that, it's their second largest lead. It's right now at 5. The largest advantage has been 7. Coach Salas will call a timeout. We'll take the break with him at 9:36 remaining in quarter number 2. Denver 36, Houston 31. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
What does it mean to be the energy behind Clutch City? At Reliant, it means powering the home of the Houston Rockets and the homes of Rockets fans across our hometown. Reliant is harnessing the energy on the court to power game day. Together, we make a powerful team. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Rockets. To learn more, visit Reliant.com or call 1-866-RELIANT, PUCT number 10007.
Hi, I'm Tito Beverage, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. When I got into this business, I used to make flavored vodka infusions for my friends as gifts. When I started to make a go of it, the owner of a local liquor store showed me the dust on some flavored vodka bottles that sat on the shelves. He said, if you can make a straight vodka so smooth that you could drink it just by itself, then you'd really have something. So I did. And now all these years later, we still only make one flavor, vodka flavored vodka. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
The Houston Rockets and Adidas are excited to host 3 youth basketball camps this summer around Houston. Kids ages 10 and up will work on their basketball skills with highly trained coaches, plus receive a camp t-shirt, Adidas gear, and tickets to a Rocket game next season. Register your kid now at Rockets.com. 9:32 remaining in second quarter action. Nuggets have opened up a 36-31 advantage on the Rockets. They have hit 4 of 11 from downtown in the early going here, Matt.
Yeah, 6-0 start here for Denver after the Rockets led by 1. Christopher left for the free throw line, got Green against him. Bounce pass inside looking for Shingun. It was too far. It was stolen by Christian Brown. Christian Brown's got Bruce Brown to his right. Oh, DeAndre Jordan on the floor. We don't see him very much these days. To Green behind the back dribble. He'll throw it. And we have a whistle on that pass off. Why are we doing Harlem Globetrotter stuff out there? That's 2 different super fancy passes Denver tried to accomplish there. Foul is on Josh Christopher, his second. DeAndre Jordan, boy, he has been in the league a long, long time. They have one of the oldest teams in the NBA. Veteran. Right side angle. Here's a 3-point try. It is up, and it is in as Peyton Watson, a rookie, a youngster, nails down a 3-pointer. For DeAndre, it's his 15th season out of Texas A&M University. 39-31.
You did not just do that.
I did. Shengun, left elbow. Behind to Martin, to his right for Eason. Baseline right for Daisha Nix. Gets cut off by Bruce Brown. Ball deflected, and Brown taps it to Jeff Green. Another steal. Rockets turnover count starting to pile up. That's now their 8th. Down the lane, layup attempt is up. That's 2 more points off a mistake. And another basket for Peyton Watson. 30th pick in the NBA draft, playing like the 3rd pick. 41-31. Next 3-point line right. To Shangoon, bounce pass in, and down with a 2-hand flush is Kenyon Martin Jr. 41-33. Nuggets up by 8. 8-16 with a moving clock. Bruce Brown, 3-point line left. Right hand dribble. Screen set by Green. Brown comes back out, left side over to Green, inside the arc. Left hand baseline is going to post up against Daisha Nix. Those are a 5-footer. It's an air ball. It is caught by DeAndre Jordan. Shot clock at 1's going to try a 19-footer. That's not supposed to count. No way. It does. With 1 on the shot clock, DeAndre Jordan, one of his longest jumpers of the season. That wasn't a 3. 43-33, 10-point lead. How about make it 8? Layup attempt is on the way and good for Josh Christopher, and he is fouled.
Hey, you got to stop the momentum somehow.
They are shooting 58% from the floor and 19 of 33.
Yeah, everything's going in.
Yeah, Rockets are not doing horribly. They're 14 of 30, but 8 turnovers have already turned into 12 Denver points.
I will give you $1 million if you can guess what former NBA player is in the house. Very prominent.
I need some clues.
All right. Played for 3 different franchises where he really actually played, and then he had some bad stops along the way at the tail end of his career.
Shaq.
Close.
That was not a bad guess. Down the lane goes Brown, gets turned away.
80 stops along the way.
Well, you said a bunch of bad stops. Christian Brown kicks it out right side to Green. Straight away, here down the lane, Payton is going to hand it off. Watson is, and he throws it over to the right side, and scoring a bucket there is Christian Brown.
Detroit, San Antonio, and Chicago.
I'll think about it after I call this.
Not calling a game?
Yeah, Şengün, both feet at the top of the key. Behind him to Knicks. Bounce pass into Şengün. Takes down a defender. Blocking foul is coming up. And a whistle against Denver. And the foul will be on Christian Brown. Second foul on Christian Brown, and that is the second team foul. You said Denver?
No, Detroit, San Antonio, and Chicago. I could give you a really good hint, but it would totally give it away.
Give it away. I'm calling play-by-play.
One of the best rebounders in NBA history.
Dennis Rodman's here?
He is the very left courtside seat.
Are you sure that's him?
I'm positive.
Free throw is up and good for Şengün in the first try. Porter back in. It's Porter for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon is also back in for Denver as well. Good work off the bench for Bruce Brown and Jeff Green as Şengün made the free throw to make it 45-37. Who's he sitting with?
I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate. I don't know who she is.
You still married to Carmen Electra?
No. But I'll tell you, she was on The Last Dance, that documentary that came out. She is aging very well.
Yeah, she is. Şengün missed the second free throw. 45-37. Reggie Jackson, the former Clipper, to the lane to Gordon. He'll turn and spin. Goes weak side of DeAndre and missed the layup. Jordan gets his own rebound. He's going up, and this will be fun watching him shoot free throws. Actually shooting at a respectable 60%. That is well above his career average. Remember back in the day when there was a big fight between DeAndre Jordan, the Clippers, and the Dallas Mavericks, and there was a signing, and then someone was going to chase after him in Dallas. Remember all that?
Yeah, they kept him. They kept him at the house. He tied him to a chair. Was the rumor? Not really, but it got out of hand.
There was a Mark Cuban tweeted that
he was driving around Dallas.
Yeah, looking for him, and I think he got called out by a reporter.
That was a wild offseason.
That was.
Was that the same offseason where Chandler Parsons was signed away in a club from the Rockets to the Mavericks?
Either that or it was the same offseason that Dwight Howard came to the Rockets.
Oh, you know what? That might have been it. 2012. 2013, I should say.
All right. Free throw number 2 is up. Back iron miss. Ball deflected a couple of times. It's out of bounds, and the possession will go to Houston. As DeAndre Jordan made 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 3 points so far. 46-37, Denver up with 6:45 remaining. Jokic is back on the floor. Nikola in his 8 first quarter minutes at 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Jabari hands it off right side to Easton, goes cross court left to Şengün, and the 2 in behind him into Porter. Porter giving it back to Şengün in the paint. Out right side, JG launching a 3 and nails it. Green with 11 first half points. 46-40. Nuggets are up by 6 with 6:20 remaining until halftime. Jokic finds Aaron Gordon at the free throw line. Catch, shoot, easiest assist that Nikola Jokic will have all night.
Aaron Gordon has really fit in great with this Nuggets team since coming over
from Orlando.
Yep.
Jokic with his first assist tonight. 6:05 remaining in the second quarter. He's down. Şengün tosses it to his right for Green. Green to the baseline. Step back in front of the Rocket bench. Launches a three. That's 14. And back-to-back triples for JG. 5:48 remaining until halftime. 48-43, a 5-point Denver advantage. KCP wants the basketball. Being held by Porter. Jokic top of the key against Şengün with a left-hand dribble. Baseline left. Gordon dribbles between his legs and behind it. Straight out away, Michael Porter Jr. for a three-ball. Nailing it. Tyrese is like, I'm tired of chasing him.
6 of 13 from downtown.
Yeah, that's 9 for Porter. 51-33. Baseline scoop, reverse layup, left to right. That's off the backboard and in for 2. Defense optional, it feels like, in this first half. 51-45. Jackson gives up the 3. Left side to Porter Jr. Face a double team. Straight to Jokic. He's wide open. Rockets daring him. And misses it off the back iron, top of the backboard and out of bounds. Possession to the Rockets.
Well, they look like geniuses for that defensive possession.
Jokic shoots 39% from 3, so that's a really good percentage for a big man.
It's not a good leave.
Especially when he was wide open from that spot. 5 minutes remaining until halftime. Kevin Porter Jr. brings it across the timeline. Right side over to Green. Green's got 2 triples in a row. 1-on-1 against Michael Porter Jr. Behind him into his left for Scoot. Scoot left elbow. He's fouled from behind by Reggie Jackson. That'll stop the clock at 4:47 remaining. Jackson picks up his first foul, third whistle against the Nuggets here in quarter number 2. Scoot to the sideline. To his left for Şengün. Shot clock at 10. Porter Jr. going against Jokic. Baseline left. Bounce pass. That was dangerous and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
KPJ wanted a foul, but in reality,
you can't throw that with 3 Denver players in the middle. You just can't.
And not that far into the basket either, because even if he does successfully catch it, he's kind of trapped and pinned in.
Yeah, with the shot clock running out too. 4:35 remaining until halftime. Aaron Gordon, left side angle. Lobs to Jokic, gets by his man, missed the layup. Nice defense by Şengün to come back and help out on that play.
And that's what Steven Silas was talking about after the Lakers game.
Down the lane, JG on the trail. Easton a straight on 3. Up, around the rim and out. Jokic on the rebound. That's his third board. Left side, KCP launches a 3. Glass only. Rebound on the weak side, picked up by Jokic. Another rebound, another basket, and he puts himself in double digits. Nuggets up 53-45. 4 minutes remaining until halftime. Porter top to Şengün. Bounce pass to Porter. A lot of the high-risk bounce passes being thrown. There's a Porter layup on the way and good. And taking a shot is the man who defended him on the play. Was that Aaron Gordon over there, or is that KCP? KCP. Porter was the one that hit him. KCP finally comes into front court. Doesn't matter. 3-point shot for Porter off the heel. Rebound to Jabari. Jabari across the timeline. Gets by Porter. Out right side to Green. Green up fakes. Şengün wants the basketball. Instead sets a screen. Gets by Porter. Does Green. Free throw jumper off the back iron. Ball tap up. Put back on the way. Once, twice by Jabari. Third time. Finally. There you go. 2 offensive rebounds and a putback. Rockets within 4 at 53-49, and Denver calls time. 3:18 remaining in second quarter competition. Good one here tonight from the Toyota Center. 5 ties, 4 lead changes. Nuggets 53, your Rockets 49. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. The code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
What does optimism look like? It looks like the ball floating through the air, backboard lit up in red, the entire arena holding its breath. You're down 2, but you took the 3. Some fans can't bear to look, but missing never crossed your mind. You knew it was going in the moment it left your hands. Taking the shot looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different. And sometimes that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism and proud partner of the Houston Rockets.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
WWE Raw returns to Toyota Center on July 31st. See your favorite Monday Night Raw superstars: Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and more. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at ToyotaCenter.com. We got a wrestling match here.
When is that, by the way? What did you say it was?
July 31st.
I can probably go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
You and I have never been to wrestling together, have we?
No, and that's just a Travis mockery is what that is.
Oh,
Travis
what a rush.
You a Legion of Doom fan?
Well,
Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jokic, by the way, Jamal Murray, right thumb sprain, questionable return. He's been battling that all season long, and there's a dunk on a great cut for Nikola Jokic. So we may not see Murray back again, which means we'll probably see some Reggie Jackson more in the second half. Right now, it's 55-49 as Porter, Jokic, Gordon, and Caldwell-Pope are all on the floor. Underneath is Jabari. He's triple team, pumps, goes up. Green with a layup attempt. It's missed as well. Rebound is picked up in the open floor. Brown, baseline left for KCP. Right-hand dribble drive. Finger roll layup around the rim and out. Rebound Atari. 2:33 remaining until halftime. Kevin Porter Jr. crossed the timeline. 1-on-1 against Bruce Brown. To the window. Comes up short. Rebound is picked up by Aaron Gordon. Lobs it to Porter. He's got one man to his right. He's going to find him for a layup. That is 2 points off the hands of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who averages 10 points a game to him for the Nuggets. 57-49, an 8-point advantage for Denver. Şengün behind him. Scoot, a straight-on three. Around the rim and out. Rebound to Gordon. Aaron Gordon will throw it up to midcourt. That's easily picked away by Porter. To Şengün, back to Scoot, down the heart of the lane. He's fouled. He'll get free throw. That was a terrible pass from Gordon to midcourt. Now, I don't mean to editorialize, but why would you? Porter's got 8. 3 is 7. Green already has 11 shots in his first half. He's had made 6 of them for a total of 14 points. He has only gone to the free throw line in his last 12 games, an average of 8 times a game. He hasn't gone yet as JG. Down the lane, a floater Brown on a pass off. We got a whistle called against the Rockets.
Oh, collision there in the lane.
Tari Eason gets the foul called on him. It's our last home game. I'm going to miss you guys.
Are you?
Not really.
Okay.
I just felt polite.
That is just low.
152 remaining. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm see you all the time. You're not getting rid of me.
Jokic between the circles.
I'm the worst.
So are you. Low block right. Jokic. Again, Şengün turns left home without it. Oh, they're going to say last poke down by Alperen and Şengün. He's not buying it, but not worthy of a challenge with 144 remaining. 57-50, Denver with a 7-point lead. KCP on the inbound. Catch to Porter. Baseline right, three-pointer short. Rebound two-hand style, Alperen Şengün. Bounce pass to his left for JG. Bounce pass in front of him to Jabari. Goes to the windmill move, and a foul is going to be called on the upswing on Michael Porter Jr. Should be free throw. as both teams are in the penalty here for the final 132. Jabari tonight, 3 of 8 from the floor, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 of 3 from the strike. Here's the first attempt. It is on the way and good. I like this vest I'm wearing, by the way. I like the name tag perhaps better than anything else.
I was going to ask you about that. Did they give you a new one? Did they find somebody named Matt and take his for the night?
Probably. I would lean that direction. I'm going to take it off for the second half.
Wow. The vest or just the name tag?
I'm taking everything. The shirt off, pants, everything.
Excuse me?
Porter hits the free throw. Make that Jabari, the free throw. 57-52.
Oh, this is radio, but that's uncomfortable.
1:25 remaining until halftime. Bruce Brown to Jokic at the right elbow. Guarded tightly by Alpi. Out right side, here's Bruce Brown for a contested three. That's an air ball. Rebound weak side to Jabari Smith. Jabari at the top of the arc. Swings it out right-hand side to Tari Easton. Left-hand dribble drive. Cut off by KCP. And behind it now he throws it to Jabari. Smith, ball over the top of his head. Behind him and back out towards midcourt for Jalen Green. Shot clock at 6. JG 26 feet away. Down the lane, finger roll layup. And kisses it off the window for a deuce. 57-54 Nuggets. 56 remaining in the first half. Jokic, lob to Porter. Caught it, gathered it, laid it in. But no, it wasn't a great pass. He had to catch it from behind. Caught it, put it on the floor, and then laid it in for 2. 59-54. Denver wins this game. They clinch the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Straight on, JG, an open three that is up front, rim miss. Offensive rebound to Jabari, and he'll throw it over the front cylinder for 2 more points. Great offensive rebound. Good strength that time for Jabari. 59-56. Baseline left. Bruce Brown catch, shoot. Nope. Offensive rebound, Porter. He missed the layup. Rebound to our Porter. That's Kevin Porter Jr. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Scoot just beyond the midcourt arc. Down to 6. Şengün sets a screen. He's double teamed with 2. With 1. Straight on Şengün to end the half. It is up. It's a front iron miss. And that'll end 24 minutes of basketball tonight here in downtown Houston. The Denver Nuggets trying to pick up their 53rd win of the season and clinch the number 1 seed in the West. Watch the Rockets close the first half of play in an 11-6 run. But Denver leads at the intermission 59-56. Adam Clant with halftime activities next as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details. Whether on land, at sea, in the air, or in space, KBR delivers science, technology, and engineering solutions that are changing the world. For more than a century, governments and companies across the globe have come to us to accomplish their most critical missions and objectives. From space exploration and national defense to green technology and the circular economy, our experts are tackling the most important challenges of our time and delivering innovative solutions without equal. In everything we do, we're striving to create a better, safer, and more sustainable world. We are KBR, the future designed and delivered. Learn more at kbr.com.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Rockets Rockets fans, there's a break in the action. Adam Clanton has highlights, scores, stats, and first half analysis on your Rockets halftime show.
Got a good one here inside Toyota Center. The top team in the West only lead your Rockets by 3. It is a 59-56 Denver Nuggets advantage here after 24 minutes of action as we get you ready for some first half highlights. And boy, there were plenty of them because not a lot of defense is being played in this one, if we're being honest amongst ourselves. And we will, because we're all friends here. First quarter action, KJ with the offensive putback early on to get the Rockets to within 2.
Şengün hands it off to Green, back to Şengün, bounce pass to KJ, up and misses. Good block that time by Gordon. The putback is on the way on the weak side by Kenyon Martin, and it's 6-4.
Involved this time, KJ passing to him for the alley-oop.
Off the rebound, it's Jokic, throws an errant pass. Scoot took it away at midcourt. He wants to alley-oop, and this time there won't be a miss as KJ flushes it down. 13-10. Rockets are 5 of 11 from the floor in the first quarter of play.
Rockets hanging in there just within 3, and eventually Green. Jalen going down the lane for Houston's first lead of the night.
Green in front to Scoot, right side angle, back to JG. Down the lane he goes with the left hand, throws it off the backboard and puts it in for 2. I love Jalen attacking the lane early on. And the Rockets have a 15-13 lead. It's our first lead change.
That was when things really started to get competitive. Alperen Şengün doing what his head coach spoke of after the Lakers game the other night. He has not been afraid to take it at anybody in the opposition, and that includes anybody named Nikola Jokic or any other big man trying to defend him on the baseline on this play.
Inside the arc, goes a bounce pass right side to Şengün. Going up, spinning against Aaron Gordon. He goes up with a reverse dunk and jams it down. Nicely done for Alpi. He's got 7 points and 5 rebounds and a couple of steals here in this first quarter.
Rockets within 1, 23-22. KPJ with a triple to put Houston back on top.
Gruba sets a screen. Porter's three-pointer on the way. That's up and in. The Rockets have another lead. Thanks to a Scoot three-pointer from 27 feet, 31-30 Houston.
And that would be your score after the first 12 minutes of action, behind 8 points from Jalen Green, but 5 turnovers for 7 Nuggets points. A big reason why the Rockets didn't lead by more. To the second quarter we would go. Jalen hitting a triple and another triple.
Back to Şengün in the paint, out right side. JG launching a 3 and nails it. Green with 11 first half points. 46-40. Nuggets are up by 6 with 6:20 remaining until halftime. Green to the baseline. Step back in front of the Rocket bench. Launches a 3. That's 14. And back-to-back triples for JG.
Yeah, the three-point shooting prowess from one Jalen Green getting it done tonight. 2 of 3. Those were the 2 in the first half. He's 7 of 13 overall, has 16 points. Jabari Smith Jr. has had some fantastic rebounding skills tonight and some offensive putbacks as a result.
Free throw jumper off the back iron. Ball tap up. Put back on the way once, twice by Jabari. Third time, finally. There you go. 2 offensive rebounds and a putback.
Rockets within 57-54. They're within 59-56 here at the break after they closed out the first half on an 11-6 run. Green, as we mentioned, with 16 points. Jabari Smith Jr., 12 points and 8 rebounds. But the Rockets, again, turnovers plaguing them, 9 of them here in the first half for 12 Denver points. Big reason why Denver leads it. Nikola Jokic leading the scoring for the Nuggets with 12. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come right back and get you caught up on a very busy Tuesday night NBA scoreboard in the association. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Adam Clanton back here inside Toyota Center. Rockets with a 59-56 halftime deficit to the Denver Nuggets. So anybody's game here at the break. Let's get you caught up on a very busy night around the association on this Tuesday, April 4th. The Raptors all over the Hornets. Rockets will actually be there later on this week. Hornets trailing at home, 115-95. It has been a rough night. That's with 3:15 remaining in fourth quarter action. Also in the fourth, 5:15 to go. It's a tight one in Detroit. Pistons up on the Heat, 99-98. The Cavs have come back to take a lead over the Magic in Orlando, 111-109 with 2:29 remaining in that one. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Bucks have come back to take a lead over the Wizards in D.C., 128-113. It's the Timberwolves trailing at Brooklyn, 78-77 after three quarters. They're headed to the fourth. Halftime between the Celtics and the Sixers. Philly at home is up 53-46. Also at the break, Hawks lead the Bulls in Chicago 65-53. Blazers trail the Grizzlies in Memphis 66-62, and the Kings are up 65-54 on the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Finish the job. At ASCO, we're on it. ASCOEQ.com.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Adam Clanton back here inside Toyota Center where the Nuggets lead your Rockets 59-56. Matt Thomas, what's going on over there? What are you so upset about?
Well, to tell the audience a little something, I'm disgusted by my partner.
Who's that? Is that me?
Yes. I wish Wexler would work with me, but he's too busy being television dude.
He's a diva. He's a TV guy now. Look, the Rockets had 9 turnovers for 12 Nuggets points. You just kind of half those, and maybe you're up in this thing because they really closed the second quarter nicely, an 11-6 run to end the half, and got back to within 3, where they trailed this one by a whole lot more earlier in that first half. But very competitive. Jalen Green leading the way with 16 points, but a nice first half from Jabari Smith Jr. as he winds down his rookie campaign. 12 points, 8 rebounds, and a lot of those rebounds were offensive and led to putbacks for those points.
Yeah, of the rebounds that you're talking about, half of them are on the offensive glass, and what he does is he's not giving up. He is working hard. He knows it's difficult to go against an Aaron Gordon who's a big power forward. It's difficult going against Nikola Jokic just because of his 7-foot frame, but as the kids would say, Adam Clanton, he ain't scared.
No, and you know what's funny, too, is I alluded to this, and I played the soundbite in the pregame show. Steven Silas talking about not only Alperen Şengün, but Jabari Smith, Jalen Green, KPJ. None of these guys are afraid of anybody. They'll go up against the best of the best and the biggest of the best in this NBA, and I think that was evidence there, especially with what we're talking about with Jabari, and especially with Alperen Şengün, who for the second straight game is having a strong game inside. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's that do-it-all guy, and really kind of coming into his own in this year with the Rockets.
The reality is Jamal Murray may not return tonight. I mean, if I'm them, I wouldn't use him. Take advantage of that. I mean, Bruce Brown's been really good off the bench with him. Reggie Jackson's going to play a little bit in the second half, too. But Jamal Murray is a catch-and-shoot demon. And with him not being out there, that should give the Rockets one less defensive worry to concern themselves with, which means, you know what, collapse the paint against Jokic, whatever you got to do, and force Jokic out of that top of the three-point arc where he does shoot a good three ball. I don't think he's in love with shooting three-point shots.
No, and I mean, look, you've got to play to your strength if you're the Rockets, and all season long, kind of they've discovered that inside and in the paint is where their strength lies. Let's do that here in the second half and see if we can pull off an upset.
All right, Jalen Green will bring it across the timeline. Rockets will go right to left here in the second half of play. Smith straight away hands it off to Martin. To his left for Şengün. 3-point line left is where Alfie is. Hands it off behind him to JG on the baseline. Giving it back to Şengün. He lost the basketball through his mitts. And Michael Porter comes up with the steal. Porter, KCP, bounce pass to Jokic. Down low, down underneath. And Gordon had his goods thrown. Out left corner kick. 3-ball, no good. Michael Porter Jr. Nice block underneath for the Rockets. No points so far, each of the possession. Şengün behind the back pass to Green, out right side. Jabari 3-ball in and out. Good box out that time for Jokic for the rebound. That's now his 5th rebound. Down the heart of the lane, Porter going to go up, and he was fouled from behind. Not a bad look that time for Alpy to go for the block, but Porter's athleticism was too much there, and he just was too close to the rim. Alpy picking up just his first foul. When you are foulless in the first half of play, you're going to take those chances. So Michael Porter Jr. will go to the free throw line. Porter played 17 minutes in the first half, had 11 points, 5 rebounds. And the free throw is missed. They're only 1 of 4 from the line here. Rockets are 9 of 12. They're not shooting well from 3 either. They're only 6 of 20. That's 30%. Porter hits the second free throw. 60-56. Denver up by 4. Largest Nuggets lead's been 10. Scoot right to left for the Rockets in the second half. Top to Şengün. Cutting it out left side over to Porter. Make it to KJ. Layup attempt is missed. And we got a foul coming up. It's going to be a whistle against Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is a really good player. Does a little bit of everything. 16 points a game, 6 rebounds. He has 5 games with at least 7 assists, and that's so foreign to a big forward like that to do that. So he can obviously handle the ball very well and find people for buckets. Here's the free throw on the way. That is up and good for Kenyon Martin.
You know who does that very well at the same type of position as Draymond Green?
For sure.
And when you can do that, when you can pass like that at that size and do all of the things that traditional forwards, big men do,
right,
you are a nightmare.
Aaron Gordon will watch the free throw number 2 for Kenyon Martin go around the rim and out. Rebound picked up by Michael Porter Jr. Bruce Brown will start the second half of the injured Jamal Murray, still battling with that right thumb sprain. Baseline left, KCP to his right for Jokic. Jokic in a post-up, feed down into Gordon. He jammed it in for 2. Well, he's got eyes in the back of his head, is Nikola Jokic.
Too easy.
That's his second dime at 62-57. Porter straight away. Left-hand dribble drive to the dotted circle. Floater from 10 is on the way and good for Alperen Şengün. Nicely done that time for the Rockets in that stretch. 3-point lead for Denver. Bruce Brown straight away picks up the dribble. Lobs it over to Jokic at the top of the arc. Pass to a cutter in KCP. Bounce pass out to Porter to his left. Brown, a three-pointer from the right side is missed. Ball tapped up. Martin goes in the hands of Green. And here come the Rockets with a chance here to potentially tie it. They're going to go for 2 instead. And that's a block for Jokic and a layup try by Jalen Green. Out to midcourt for Porter. He's going to launch a 3. It is up, and that is good. Boy, that hurts. Block shot, quickly transition, and a triple from Michael Porter Jr., who now has 15.
And he never had a doubt that he was going to shoot that basketball.
65-59 with 9:47 remaining here in the third quarter of play. Jokic now with 3 blocks, and there's a block for Bruce Brown of all people. That's 2 blocks in a row for Denver. 3-on-2 break. Baseline right, Porter doesn't take the shot to the right elbow. Ball tapped up by Smith. It's stolen into the hands of Kevin Porter. Nice defense that time for Jabari. Straight away, kicks it out right side. Şengün's going to launch his own three-pointer, and it's on the way and in. Alperen Şengün with his second triple. He now has 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. 65-62. Rockets lose it. Or I should say Denver loses it. The Rockets come back on a fast break. Foul is going to be called on Denver, and I think Michael Porter with a kind of a late hit on the slap of the back of Jalen Green. They should look at that. Green with the ball left side of the floor. He's fouled by Pope and then gets tackled by Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, as he's defenseless, basically. He didn't know he was coming down on him.
No foul on that. Baseline right, Şengün takes it. Rockets have 15 to shoot. Porter, free throw line extended right, misses a 17-footer. Jokic the rebound. Nikola brings it across midcourt. At the top of the arc. Takes a step back, looks to see where his feet are. Porter passes to him. Back to Jokic for a straight-on 3. That's off the heel. Rebound skying for it is Kenyon Martin Jr. Back left-hand side to Jalen Green. Green 3-point line left. Got Aaron Gordon in front of him. To the top to Şengün. Left-hand dribble. He'll turn. He'll spin left, turn right, spin right again, and missed another 10-footer. And we got a timeout called by Denver after the rebound by Jokic. Kind of a weird time to go as Denver was trying to move the ball in the front court. Timeout comes at 8:34 remaining in third quarter play. The score reads the Nuggets 65, the Rockets 62. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of your spring cleaning with a new laundry set featuring large capacity and innovations to make laundry day quicker and more efficient, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. Bring on spring with savings on select laundry appliances in-store and online at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Everyone loves TV Dad.
On the next TV Dad, presented by Progressive, TV Dad gets us through heartache.
Chin up, sport.
Oh, hey, TV Dad.
You know what heals all wounds?
Time?
No, it's remembering that drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds.
But Jen still doesn't want to be with me.
True. I actually saw her with your friend Brian earlier.
Wait, what?
Listen to your TV Dad. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
8:34 remaining in second half action. Actually, I should say third quarter action, as we've just begun the second half. And the Houston Rockets and Adidas are excited to host 3 youth basketball camps this summer around Houston. Kids ages 10 and up will work on their basketball skills with highly trained coaches, plus receive a camp t-shirt, Adidas gear, and tickets to a Rockets game next season. Register your kid now at rockets.com. 65-62, Nuggets with the lead, and they're about to have the basketball here. Adam Clanton, Matt Thomas with you inside Toyota Center on a Tuesday night in the association. Final home game of the year for the Rockets.
Both teams in the third quarter have 2 field goals, both with a triple among those two. Brown lobs it to Jokic with his back to the top of the key. Pope lost it. It's another steal. Porter bounce pass right side. JG misses the dunk. Back corner left save. Thank you very much, Jabari Smith. Hands it to Şengün in the paint on the trail. Ball knocked away by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's a steal. Brown having a hard time holding on. Boy, the steals and turnovers are galore all over the place. Porter left corner for 3, misses it. Rebound underneath to Jabari. Another rebound for JS. Jabari left side Green. One dribble inside the arc, straight away to KJ. To his left for Scoot. He wants a straight on 3. That is up and in. Scoot now with a total of 14 points. Make that 11. He's got 11 on that one. 65 apiece. 7:49. Clock moving. We're tied for the 6th time in this game. Brown straight away. That's Bruce Brown to Jokic to the right elbow. 15-footer for the lead. Got it. Jokic tonight has 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 dimes, 3 blocks, and 2 steals. Gosh almighty, he's doing everything. Smith out right side. Scoot looking for a 3 that will give him the lead. Here it comes. It's up. It's off the front rim and then goes through. The hometown roll working in this home finale. 68-67 Rockets, 9-2 Houston run. Jokic at the free throw line, kicks it inside, ball deflected, looking for Brown, ball again deflected a couple of times. Boy, the Nuggets are having a hard time holding on to the basketball. That's another Denver turnover. That is their 9th.
It's the worst game of hot potato I've ever seen.
Both sides, frankly, have had. The Rockets have turned it over 11 times in this game. Scoot, two-handed pass to Jabari, right side, back out between the circles to Kevin Porter Jr., inside the arc, left to JG. Right-hand dribble drive against KCP. Bounce past the kneecap for Şengün. Has to go to the floor to gather it. He's going to post up. Throws it out right side to JG. Shot clock at 2. At 1. Up and under. Layup is missed. Ball tapped up out to Porter. Straight on 3. Up and in. Second chance points helping the Rockets with a lead now of 4. That is their largest. It's 71-67. Jokic straight away with 6:18 remaining. Pass inside. Brown off of his midsection and thigh. That's a turnover, and the Rockets are enjoying a 12-2 run. Porter left side angle the basketball. Straight on. Right to Şengün. Wants another 3, and he'll miss it. Rebound underneath to Michael Porter Jr., who gives it to KCP, who wasn't ready for the basketball. Jokic has it now across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Michael Porter at the left elbow. Behind him to Jokic. Up fakes a 3 against Porter. Down a lane, spins and turns and is fouled about 13 feet away from the basket.
Denver looking discombobulated here in the third quarter.
I mean, it's not because Jamal Murray's not out there. That's too simple.
But that can't help matters.
That's right. Now, they're trying to figure out whether or not Jokic gets free throws on this. I don't think he should. Get his side out to Denver.
And the officials agree with you.
That's one time for everything, right? Aaron Gordon will inbound the basketball next to the Rockets bench. To his left for Jokic. To his left to the left elbow. The Porter had it knocked away by Smith. 5:43 remaining in the quarter. Jokic behind the back, he dribbles and throws, and another foul out high. Alperin, they're actually going to call it on Scoot trying to go for the steal. Alpe bumped him once, and then Porter hit him on the left arm as he was trying to go for that deflection.
Yeah, the foul should have initially been called on Şengün, but Porter definitely got him.
Second foul on the KPJ. That is the third team foul. 5:40 remaining in the third quarter and a 71-67 Rocket advantage. Straight on Bruce Brown to the left elbow. Cross court right to Porter. Porter left-hand dribble drive. Behind the back, he dribbles. We have a stoppage in play and another foul against the Rockets, says Eric Dallin. It's on Şengün.
Rockets doing their best to get into the penalty on this end of the floor's trip.
Alpe swears he got nothing but basketball, but unfortunately a second-year player with foul issues in his young NBA career does not get the benefit of the doubt very often. It's 2 on Alpe. 4 whistles against Denver. And a technical has just been assessed. And Jalen Green just got teed up.
It's my favorite part of NBA officiating.
The great officials will allow them to say what they need to say and then move on. The good ones don't let them do any of it.
And Jalen's not a demonstrative guy.
I don't think he's... I don't know how many he has, but it can't be that many.
I bet it's on one hand. Here in the
free throw is up and in. 71-68. Rockets up by 3. Straight on. This is Porter for 3 in the tie, and he got it. 4-point possession that time for Denver. 3 off the hands of Michael Porter Jr., who now has 18 points and 7 rebounds. And we have a foul on the other end of the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with a foul called on contact against Alperen Şengün. That is the second whistle against Denver. 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in a 71-71 game. 7 ties, 5 lead changes. Scoot left corner for 3, around the rim and out. And Jokic clears. He will actually bring it across midcourt. He's got Şengün in front of him. Pass out left-hand side. KCP left side for 3. That's in and out. Rebound to Porter. He wants to push left side of the floor, now to the heart of the lane. And doesn't get there, gets shy of it. Down to the Şengün. He'll go right down the lane. He is fouled. He'll throw it off the backboard and score for a chance at a 3-point play. Who has 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. So you got brown, green. Well, 3 colors on the floor on one side. Gordon and Porter. Then you got a green on the other side. It's a play-by-play nightmare. 16, 6, and 4 for Alpe as he hits the free throw. 3-point lead again at Houston 74, Denver 71. Porter, left-hand dribble drive. Behind him, and he throws a terrible pass. It's his turnover as Bruce Brown had no chance of getting it. In fact, the Fertitta family had a better shot at that one.
Would you rather have a bunch of guys with the same name or a jersey font that's impossible to read? You can only choose one.
I can live with the names.
That's what I figured you'd say.
Because Jalen Williams with the Oklahoma City Thunder give me quite a bit of grief. Jersey fonts are terrible. 4:30 remaining. Down the lane, Green to the backboard, missing the shot, falling out of bounds. A loose ball foul is going to be called against the Houston Rockets as Green collapsed to the ground after grabbing that rebound on the baseline. That's a great question you asked, by the way.
Well, that's a brutal call because Jalen Green went up to try and get a rebound, fell into Alperen Şengün,
who then knocked down Jeff Green,
pushing him into Green, and Alpe gets a foul call, which is, of course, his third. He just cannot catch a break. And because of all those whistles at the other end, that's free throws because they're now in the penalty.
Yep. 4:26 remaining in the third. Jeff Green, 74% on the year. 4 points tonight off the bench for Denver. Try one is up and good. Spurs had some terrible fonts this year. Miami with the one white colored and their white uniform that has one of their colors of the number of their jerseys, wretched. And they put the radio guys like you and me up here, so it's even harder to read.
We're going to put you on the surface of the moon.
Exactly.
And then have you read them.
Green makes a second free throw. Enough about me. 74-73 Rockets with 4:20 remaining.
Since when?
That's true. Porter left side angle, straight away to Şengün. Hands it off to Jabari. Guarded by Green. Lob inside the Şengün on the baseline right, going underneath. Reverse layup, and he throws it over his right shoulder. Picking up the Rockets a 3-point lead at 76-73. As I say with Alpi, a smooth move. Green. Yep, that's the definition right there. That one extra pass turned into a Michael Porter three-pointer. He's got 21 points. Alperen Şengün has 12 in the quarter. 7 straight for the Rockets, but good dispersal of points for the Nuggets. They lead by 3 still, 81-78. 2:39 remaining in the third. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Wendy's $3 breakfast deal is a bacon or sausage egg croissant plus small seasoned potatoes for $3. It's the breakfast that don't miss. So if you did miss Wendy's breakfast, don't imagine fresh cracked eggs, sizzling sausage, crispy bacon, and block out those hot, buttery, flaky croissants. Croissants don't really make a sound, but if they did, for a breakfast that don't miss, Wendy's is that breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $3 breakfast deal.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Select a request $3 breakfast deal to obtain discount. Not valid for a la carte or combo orders.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota. Let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Hey, Clark City, Credit Karma Money Save is here to elevate your savings to slam dunk heights. Their 3.75 annual percentage yield is so high, it will feel like a towering skyhook from the baseline for your money. So what are you waiting for? Go to creditkarma.com/savings to open an account for free today and start earning like a baller with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Balance must be at least 1 cent to earn APY. Banking services provided by MBB Bank Inc. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply. A maximum of 6 withdrawals per monthly savings statement cycle may apply.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Hey, Rockets fans, Access is the go-to ticketing destination for Houston's best events. Download the Access app today for the easiest entry experience to get to your seats and start cheering. That's AXS. Visit AXS.com for more info. 2:39 remaining in third quarter action. Nuggets with an 81-78 lead over the Rockets. Matt Thomas, Adam Clanton with you on a Tuesday night inside Toyota Center. Final home game of the year. Matt, what will you miss most about Toyota Center?
The food.
Okay.
2:39 remaining. Rockets are 8 of 21 from the floor in the quarter. Denver is 7 of 13. Both teams have
offensive putbacks, just active hands on both ends.
40 paint points for the Rockets, 42 for Denver. Free throw right there by Garuba gives him his first three of the night. And we are tied at 81. It's our 10th tie. 2:23 remaining in the third quarter. Christian Brown has it. Forecourt left against Josh Christopher. Straight away to Reggie Jackson. Back out left to Brown. Brown, low block left. Aaron Gordon being face guarded by Jabari, and a whistle is going to be called against Jabari Smith. I think Jabari had a game against the Lakers a couple nights ago. I think he had 3 fouls in like 5 minutes. He's got to be careful not to get in that kind of a run there, as the fouls be called on the push. So Aaron Gordon will go to the free throw line. He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 dives. They have 20 assists tonight, AC, on 33 made baskets. To be elite in the NBA from free throws. Another free throw missed.
Not in today's NBA.
Christopher, three-point line left in 81-81 game. 2:03 remaining. Christopher goes right-hand side of the floor to Jabari. Right foot is inside the arc. Now tries a long two-pointer. It's off right and no good. And the rebound to Tari. He's going to jam it down to get the Rockets a lead at 83-81. Another offensive rebound. Delay game warning against the Rockets. You get one of those. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. Reggie Jackson brings it across the timeline. Rockets have scored 5 straight. Christian Brown has it. Pass inside. Down low. Anthony Gordon going up. Layers up. Mystic. Second try on the way. That is up, and that is also finally in for Aaron Gordon and company. And Christian Brown got in there as well and finally put it up. So Gordon had a couple of looks and finally on the third try made it. Gordon now with 12 points. Porter out right side to Christopher. 1:15 remaining. Pulls up dotted circle, 10-footer, back iron and glass, and no good, and Green clears. To Reggie Jackson, to Gordon, left-hand side of the floor. Met there by Porter. Porter on a crossover to the baseline. He'll turn right, he'll spin, and Aaron Gordon wants back-to-back baskets. Won't get it, but a foul is going to be called against the Rockets. That'll be the 7th foul against the Rockets here in this third quarter alone. James Williams is basically telling everybody to shut up out there.
There's been a lot of chirping.
Porter picked up his third. It's the Rockets, Kevin Porter.
Jabari kind of let the officials have it on that last trip up the floor.
Gordon free throw. Boy, that rattled in after hanging on the cylinder for a while. Rockets have Smith, Porter, Eason, Christopher, and Garuba. The Nuggets have Gordon, Green, Brown, Watson, and Jackson. It looks like it's going to be KJ Martin coming in for Jabari. Jabari's night, 4 of 11, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Another double-double for him tonight. A lot of that coming on the offensive glass. Here's Gordon's second free throw. It is on the way. Strong. Tip out by Green. Saved by Jackson out near midcourt. Brand new possession. Gordon a three-pointer side rim off to the left on that left side three-pointer. Rebound of the Denver turnover. This has been ugly in terms of holding out the basketball, really, for both sides. 23 combined turnovers between these two teams. Jalen Green is in for Tara Eason. 35.5 remaining. Nuggets up by 184-83. Green wants to give the Rockets a lead again. He'll miss it off the heel. Rebound tapped up. KJ down the heart of the lane. Took a defender with him. And a layup attempt is on the way and good. And a chance to finish off a three-point play. Kenyon Martin Jr. with the bucket, giving him now 9 for the contest. Martin had 11 against the Lakers a couple nights ago, as it looks like Michael Porter Jr. is going to set to return for the Nuggets. And he'll replace Peyton Watson. Rockets have gone to the free throw line 16 times and have made 12. Denver is just 6 of 12 from the stripe. Here's the free throw for KJ. Got it. Rockets up by 2. Put Martin double digits with 10. 86-84. All 5 Rocket starters at double figures now. Aaron Gordon out to midcourt. Looking for separation against Eason. 13 seconds left to go. Shot clock it down to 9. Down the lane, Green with the right hand. He's fouled left side of the floor. Whistle will send Green to the free throw line. Clock stops with 9.1 seconds remaining here in the quarter. That is 8 fouls against the Rockets. We have 15 fouls in this quarter between these two teams. Usman Garuba picks up the whistle. Jeff Green tonight has 6 points. He's been in the stripe twice, made them both. Clock is stopped with 9.1 seconds remaining. Green bends the knees. Here's the free throw. It is up. It's good. 86-85 Houston. Peyton Watson back in, as to is, let's see, one more player. It's going to be Bruce Brown. Jalen Green blowing his hands, trying to get warmed up a little bit. NBA arenas, by and large, basically Antarctica. Well, they play in the winter. Single point, 86-85. Fourth and final next as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Now is a great time to compare Gentle Ben vodka and gin to your favorite. Hi, it's Jeremy Branham. Gentle Ben has the cleanest vodka and gin you will ever try. Tasting room in Alvin. Have a premium cocktail and take a tour to get a close-up look at this patented purification method. You'll find Gentle Ben vodka and gin at Total Wine, Specs, and other retailers. Learn more at gentleben.com.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Take advantage of tonight's Rocket Shop online item of the game. Tonight, all hardwood classic edition items, 50% off. Shop now at rocketshop.com. 12 minutes to go here in regulation. And the Rockets are up on the number one seed in the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets. 86-85 the score here, Matt Thomas. It's been a really entertaining game. Let's see if the Rockets can put together an upset here in the fourth.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün had 12 third-quarter points. KPJ had 9. 14 offensive rebounds in the game, 7 steals, trying to do little things here. Porter is straight on 3 to begin the quarter. That's Denver's Michael Porter Jr. It's missed, and Usman Garuba grabs for the Rockets. Green with the Rockets running again right to left here in the fourth quarter as we see things. Christopher behind him to Green, right side angle. Gets by Bruce Brown, pump fakes, goes up off the window and scores. Rockets up by 3, shooting 43% from the floor at 88-85. Bruce Brown, three-point line left, top to Jeff Green. Green back to a cutter and Porter, underneath the basket, lays it over the front cylinder in for 2. Kevin Porter Jr. watched Michael Porter Jr. just kind of slither his way right to the heart of the lane. 88-87, Rockets up by a point. Martin, left side angle, behind him is Green. Back left side to KJ. Floats up a shot. That's blocked by Porter. Out. They're going to call goaltending. Yeah, it worked. I like that Porter Jr. is like, I thought it was a good block. I think it was so close to the rim, there was no way they were thinking that the ball could have been knocked away on the way up. That's the only reason why, because it looked good on impact. 90-87, Rockets up by 3. Peyton Watson to Porter, left side angle. Behind him out to midcourt for Bruce Brown. Behind him, Jeff Green up, fakes a 3, then launches a 3, and will be in and out of the 3 ball. And Garuba with a rebound. Bodies flying everywhere. Garuba left side over to Green. That's Jalen Green. Jalen left side of the floor to the lane. Floater, side rim right, missed. Foul on the Nuggets.
He likes the right side of that glass tonight.
Well, you know what? I mentioned this with Coach Salas in our pregame visit. Jalen Green knows how to figure out a way to get to the free throw line, although he's going to do it tonight for the very first time. He's been averaging 8.2 free throw attempts in his last 12 games. This is his first attempt here with 10:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jalen tonight is 8 of 21. 18 points. Free throw is up and in. Right side angle. Straight away to Jeff Green. Green down the lane with the right hand. Draws glass. Foul, Houston. Usman Garuba picks up his second foul of the second half. 10-11 remaining. Nothing Garuba could do. Jeff Green saw his defender just moving around and said, I'm going to barrel into him. And it worked. Jeff Green to the free throw line. Hits the first of 2. That puts him over 50%. 8 of 15. That's a lot of missed free throws tonight. Man. 92-88 Rockets.
Remember when the Rockets had 40 free throws the other night?
Didn't have many against the Lakers, I can tell you that. Free throw number 2 for Green is up and in. Rockets are down 9 of 16. 92-89 Houston. 10:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. Green with a right-hand dribble, straight away now. Met there by Peyton Watson. Turned back by Watson. Out baseline right, Garuba for a 3-ball. Front iron miss. Usman is 0 for 2 from distance. Here comes Christian Brown, 3-point line left. Right-hand dribble drive. Goes a pass out right-hand side. Nobody was there. That's an easy turnover for Christian Brown. That's now 13 for the Nuggets tonight. Rockets have only turned it over 11 times, relatively speaking. 3-point lead for Houston. Jokic remains on the bench. Green to the lane, goes up. Ball deflected. Getting his hands on it momentarily was Porter. Left side, here goes Brown. A layup attempt is blocked. Other end, that time by Tari Eason. Here goes Green to the paint. Outside right. One dribble for Josh. Steps inside a 14-footer. Brought rain, and he made it. Wow. A high arcer from Josh Christopher to give the Rockets a game-high 5-point lead at 94-89. 9:17 remaining in quarter four. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. It's an 8-4 Rocket run for the lead of 5 as you listen to these words from your local station.
Do you love vodka or gin?
GentleBin.com.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Adam Clanton, Matt Thomas, back with you here inside Toyota Center. Rockets fans, Access is the go-to ticketing destination for Houston's best events. Download the Access app today for the easiest entry experience to get to your seats and start cheering. That's AXS. Visit AXS.com for more info.
Glad you look at the screen during that.
I was Credit Karma is a proud sponsor of the Houston Rockets, and they had a great presentation.
And how we love Credit Karma. 9:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. 94-89 Rockets up by 5. Brown bounce pass to Green inside the arc. Going to go against Gruba. Jump hook from 5 is short. Tip up by Green, also missed, and Gruba cleared. Gives it up to his guard and Jalen Green to come across the timeline. Rockets are their largest lead right now at 94-89. Green gets a screen from Eason. Jalen Green, one-on-one. He's met there by Christian Brown. Green still has it with 5 to shoot. Step back 3 in front of Jet. Green is short. Rebound by Green. Lost, picked up by Gruba. Down to Jalen. He's fouled by Michael Porter Jr. And let's see what Michael Malone's going to do here. Nikola Jokic is going to come back on the floor here. This comes at 8:35. All right, so we've seen Denver. For Denver.
Does Dylan Brooks have his head on straight?
That's never going to happen on a regular basis.
I mean,
But Desmond Bain is really good. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a menace in the low block, blocking shots. Got a nice bench.
They don't strike me as a team that mentally has it, though, because of the aforementioned.
All right, free throw is up and in for Jalen. He's got now 22 points. 96-89. He's made both of his free throws.
Phoenix.
Well, tell me about Kevin Durant's health.
It's perfect.
Down the lane, here is Bruce Brown, who lost the basketball on his way up. That's a turnover in possession to the Rockets, as Kentavious Caldwell-Pope will be coming in for Christian Brown. I don't think it's Denver. I don't feel it.
I just think that Kevin Durant in Phoenix with that lineup really meshes well. And if they
it's
are
Durant,
healthy,
they win it. They've got the most talented team.
Yeah.
But health has always been an issue. Chris Paul in that same mix. Here is Şengün at the dotted circle. 2 dribbles behind him to Eason. Baseline left with the right hand. Goes up in a tough layup around Nikola Jokic for a deuce. 98-89. Look at the Rockets' lead of 9 now. And there's a steal by Josh Christopher at midcourt. Going to throw it down with a right hand hammer and a timeout to Denver. Michael Malone is very upset, the Nuggets coach. 12-2 the run. We take this time with the Rockets up by double digits. 100-89. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorite.
Herman, we offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Herman, advancing health, personalizing care.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Rockets fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the all-new Rockets Flex Plan. Packages start at 5 games for just $55. You pick the seats, you pick your games. The more games you pick, the more rewards you unlock, including team shop savings, food and beverage credits, and exclusive membership events. It's time to flex your fandom with a Rockets Flex Plan. Purchase today at Rockets.com.
Adam Clanton, Matt Thomas, back with you here inside Toyota Center. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification all along the Houston Rockets radio network.
KBNE Houston, an iHeart radio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
7:49 remaining. Don't look now, Matt Thomas. Where the Rockets have a double-digit lead on the number 1 seed in the West. It's a 100-89 advantage over the Nuggets, who are bringing the ball up the floor.
All right, Bruce Brown will handle that responsibility as he crosses the midcourt arc. To his left for KCP. In front of him and to his left for Jokic. A long 2, front iron miss. Not a good shot at all by Nikola Jokic. Odd spot on the floor to try that one. One shot and out. Rockets up by 11. Green across midcourt. Porter is guarding him. Screen by Alfie. Maintain the dribble. Here's a top of the key jumper. That is up and in for Jalen Green. He's got 24. 102-89. 7:13 remaining, and the Rockets are up by 13. Jokic a double team. Nearly taken away on a steal. Goes baseline right and cut off nicely by Şengün. Throws it behind him and to his left. Here's KCP for a three-pointer right side. That is up and in. Octavius Caldwell-Pope doesn't shoot a whole lot, but he's 42%. That's their first three of the fourth quarter. Rockets, by the way, have not made a three either, but they're still on a 14-5 run. Green, crossover dribble, hands it off to Alpe. Down the lane is deflected and stolen. Bruce Brown lobs it to KCP. To the top of the key, comes out three-point line left. Quick pass into Brown, stolen by Josh Christopher. Nicely done. Alpe, left side to Green. Alley-oop to Eason with a hammer! 104-92, a beautiful midcourt pass from JG to the Rook. 104-92. Aaron Gordon, three-point line right. Bounce into it. Jokic, who had another steal. That's Christopher with a steal. Out left side to Martin. Going for the hammer, and he missed it. And a foul. No foul. In fact, the three-point, everybody thought there was a foul. Martin is down on the ground on the other side of the floor. It's 5-on-4 for Denver. Left side three on the way. No good from Michael Porter. They could not take advantage of a 5-on-4 break. Green to Martin on the trail. Here goes Jacob, and he's hit hard by Bruce Brown.
That might be a flagrant.
We got bodies literally flying everywhere here. Martin is still smarting from that collision on the other trip down the floor.
Oh, he's got that hip flexor.
Yeah.
And that is not a fun injury to deal with. He's going straight over to either the back or the bike. And my guess is the back, the way he's moving. Yep. Not good.
Porter and Smith are going to come in for the Rockets. Josh Christopher to the free throw line. He's got 7 points and 3 steals tonight. 2 of them here in the fourth quarter. And he missed the free throw. 17-22. As Jabari is going to come in. Porter will not be coming in because he's going in for the shooter, Josh Christopher. This game has had 11 ties, 9 lead changes, and we're sitting here with a 12-point Houston advantage at 5:52 remaining in this game. Try two. Got it. 105-92. And KJ, I've just been told, is going to the locker room. He's played in every game this year. So is Tari Eason. Nobody else in the Rockets can claim that. Here's Jokic. Gets bumped at the free throw line and stolen. Eason all by himself with a double clutch slam. Another timeout, Denver. We're back in a minute with the Rockets up 15. 107-92 on the Rockets Radio Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
The Rockets are threatening to run the Nuggets out of the building all of a sudden. 5.5 to play, long way to go. But Tari Eason with the steal and the slam to put the Rockets up by 15, 107-92.
They're waving the flag, Adam Clanton.
Yep, they've emptied the bench.
Left side of the floor, it's Vlatko Cancar in for the first time. Here's Reggie Jackson with the left-hand scoop. I'm stunned by this.
Well, I think this
is message being sent to team. 107-94.
Nuggets just took them lightly.
5:10. This is 5:10 remaining. It's not over. Right side, Jalen Green is going to launch a three. It is up. It will be over.
It is now.
Making those. Rockets have outscored the Nuggets in the fourth quarter, 24-9. Conchar against Green in a low block left. Posting up, dotted circle. Ball almost taken away. Fighting for it, and was taken away by Jalen Green. Green wanted it more than Conchar did.
He wants 30 on this possession.
He's got 27 to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Pass inside to Şengün on the baseline right. One-on-one against DeAndre Jordan. To the baseline. Green to his left. Alfie. Pass inside to Jabari. To the window he goes. Layup is missed. Putback is there. That's Josh Christopher. Weak side rebound and putback.
Hey, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Are the Nuggets ever going to score again?
What is the run?
It's significant
Well,
right
they got
now.
a layup from Reggie Jackson the previous trip down the floor, but not much.
I mean, it has been all
9
Rockets.
fourth quarter points for them. Josh with 10 points. Offensive rebound, Şengün missed the layup. Tap up again is missed. Ball is still loose. Finally in the backcourt picking it up. It's a 10-2 Rocket run. Reggie Jackson finally cleared it, and he gets in the front court to Konchar. And what do we have? Shot clock shows 11. There's no way there's only 11 seconds left on the shot clock.
I think that might be the problem. It wasn't reset.
Yep, 21. That was right. This is stunning how poorly Denver's played tonight. Turnovers, 19 of them, Adam Clamp. Jackson to the free throw line, 15-foot jumper. He's got 4 in the fourth.
Well, you talk about the turnovers, and the Rockets had 9 at the half. They've only had 2 here in the second half. That's
Green
the story.
straight away. Absolutely, it is a huge story. All the steals the Rockets have had tonight. Alfie straight away, back to JG. Right-hand dribble drive to the right elbow. He's got a 16-footer. He's going to hit it for 29. 114-96. This game has gone wide open in favor of the Rockets. Reggie left elbow. That's Jackson. On to Konchar. Back out to Reggie Jackson. Right-hand dribble drive. Down the lane he goes. Hands it off to DeAndre Jordan. Giving it back now to Peyton Watson. Had it blocked. Şengün with it. Jabari to Easton on the trail. Left side missed the layup. Tap up is there. No. Second try is there. And finally Peyton Watson clears for Denver. Watson down the heart of the lane. 1-on-2 goes up. Foul called Houston.
You know, Matt, these are the types of signature wins, because this is not a short-handed Denver squad. They had Nikola Jokic.
Well, the only thing they don't have is Jamal Murray, and the Rockets are going to call a timeout here.
But
Conference needs to win their last 2 road games to have a winning record on the road.
Look at the defending champs. They're awful on the road.
Oh, their numbers are even more astonishing.
So that's why if you don't have home court in these Western Conference playoffs, it's anybody's series. It's
well,
wide
Denver
open.
is going to have an extra because of the thin air in Denver that just seems to haunt most visiting teams. So, going back to our conversation, if Durant is healthy, Phoenix is by far the most talented team.
Yeah,
by far.
Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and then you got to remember, Durant might be coming off of injury, but that's also games he hasn't been playing. He's fresh. He's got the fresh
I don't
legs.
think he's lost a game since he's played for the Suns, has he not?
I don't think he has. But his legs will be as fresh as possible, and that's all he needs under him. If he can shoot, he's your money.
Green has 13 points in the fourth quarter as part of the Rockets' 11 of 22 from the floor. They've only taken 4 3-point efforts, and they've made one of them as Watson missed the first of his 2 free throws. That's only Watson's 3rd free throw of the season. He has not played a whole lot. In fact, it's only his 20th game. Here's try 2. That's on the way and good. Yeah, Denver just does not give a good vibe at all. And it's hard for me to believe a team just ramps it up for the playoffs. We've seen that way too many times. Only the super veteran-laden teams that have been there before have done it. Şengün with a 360 move gets called for a walk. Like the Lakers, LeBron can turn it on when he wants to because he's been there and done that. There's no long-term success of Murray and KCP and Michael Porter and Jokic in the playoffs. They don't know what it's like to play a 7-game NBA final to get there. Here's Reggie Jackson for a straight-on 3. It's off left. Rebounded DeAndre Jordan. 2:44 remaining, 114.97. Three-pointer left side Conchar, another miss. They're not good from three-point range tonight. 11 of 35, it's 31%. Porter at the midcourt logo. Right side gets a double screen. Şengün back to Eason. Eason slips. That should be a travel, but it wasn't. Steal by Peyton Watson. Down into Reggie Jackson. Hands it off down low, and a dunk's going to come into play for Watson for two more. Well, we're going to get a stoppage in play because the mopped area has not been fully cleaned.
That's how Tari Eason
area.
Yeah, it's how Tari Eason slipped.
Stops the clock with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Houston for the game, 44%, 10 of 29 from three. But they have taken, you ready for this? This is something we don't talk about a whole lot, Adam. 19 Denver turnovers. Rockets have turned those into 25 points tonight.
And conversely, the Rockets have only committed, I believe it's 4 here in the second half.
Yeah, and only is a relative term because the Rockets have had turnover troubles all season long. Şengün hands it off to Green. 3-point line right. Down to 2 minutes remaining. Out left side, Porter for three more. Nails it. 117.99 with a minute 55 remaining. This is the 10th highest scoring team. The Nuggets are at 116.1, and there's DeAndre Jordan off a feed from Reggie Jackson with a right-hand hammer jam off an alley-oop. They're going to be held well under their 116. They're right now 101 with a minute 43 remaining. This feels like, to me, this is Michael Malone sitting in his starters with 5 minutes left to go saying,
this is what can happen to you.
This is what's going to happen to us in the playoffs if you don't bring it. Green to Şengün, behind the back pass, inside to Jabari for the slam.
Style points, Matthew.
Gosh almighty, was that smooth. 119-101. Reggie, pass out left-hand side. Jackson giving it now down low to Watson, who gives it up to on DeAndre Jordan. He'll jam it down for two more. 119-103. So the Rockets are going to finish off their home campaign with another victory. 2 of their last 3 games in this building will come down to Rocket wins. 2 more road games left to go in the season. Green to Şengün. Jalen's got it top of the arc. Right side to Eason. Back to his left. Here's JG looking for that 30-point number, and he's got it. In fact, he's got 32 as he nails a 26-footer. 122-103, 55 seconds remaining. Conchar, left side, Peyton Watson, 3-ball, around the rim and out. Rebound to Jabari Smith. This is a nice way to end the season. 16 points from Jalen Green in the fourth quarter, including 4 three-pointers in this contest. Jabari left baseline scores 2 more around DeAndre Jordan. 124-103, 16 and 13 for Jabari. Here is Peyton Watson, hands it off underneath, and it's unable to hold on to it as DeAndre Jordan, who got 19.5 seconds left to go. Now the Rockets are going to pick up their 20th win of the season. Scoot hobbles to the timeline. He's going to want a cold bath after this. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight it's our finale inside the Toyota Center. Michael Malone and Steven Salas meet at midcourt because it's a Rockets win. Final score tonight, the Houston Rockets 124. The Denver Nuggets 103 as Houston outscores Denver 38-18 in the fourth quarter. And honestly, AC, I'm stunned by that. It is unbelievable that a Denver team that's trying to go for the top spot in the West looks so incredibly flat tonight. And good job of the Rockets take advantage of that.
Yeah, it happened pretty quickly. I mean, it wasn't like it was this wave. They just methodically dismantled this Nuggets team.
Let's go downstairs. The man who stole a bunch of passes tonight and a nice throwdown from near midcourt. Jacob, what's up? It's Matt and Adam upstairs. How are you?
What up, dude? Good. How y'all?
Hey, that's not a bad way to end the campaign at home, right?
Not bad at all. We love a win.
Hey, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't particularly care, but you took advantage of their 20 turnovers tonight. What was it like getting all those steals from you guys as a collective group? teams are supposed to do it.
There we go. We getting it together, man. We coming.
Talk about that fourth quarter, 38-18. Did it feel like it was that lopsided to you guys on the floor?
Nah, I think we were just getting after, just running. Energy was good in here. I mean, the fans have shown love all season. So, yeah, we were just building off of their energy and our last home game energy, and, we won. So
you guys have had some signature victories. You've had this one. You've had the Boston game, the Sixers game. You've got the talent to beat the really good teams in the NBA. Is that the kind of promise you're thinking about, the trajectory of this team, to build on and move forward into next year?
I can't tell the future, but I know we got guys that work, and I know we have guys here that have had 2 years playing with each other, 1 year. So as long as we keep building chemistry, guys staying in the gym, watching their film, and just doing their due diligence of this basketball thing, then who knows what the future can hold, but I know it'll be great.
Josh, thanks for the time, friend. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, Josh Christopher, our Landry's player of the game, is part of a Rockets win, 124-103. We'll give Josh a run there for his work. 18 minutes off the bench with 10 points. But the storyline was all the steals. He had, 3 by himself in 18 minutes. The Rockets tonight, Adam, had 12 steals. Part of a 20 turnover night for the Denver Nuggets.
I mean, that's the tale of this game. Is that second half, the Rockets took care of the ball way better than they did in the first half,
yeah.
And conversely, the Nuggets could not keep handing it to them. But the difference was this time, as hasn't been the case so many other times, when the Rockets got those extra possessions, they did something with them. They actually scored.
All right, we got a lot of candidates for our Hustle Board Player of the Game, brought to you by KBR. Proud history, bright future.
I'm giving it to Alperen Şengün tonight. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and aggressive play. Once again, Steven Silas has been highlighting about him and some of his teammates. He really held his own against Nikola Jokic. And you know what? Jokic didn't have a great night. I know it was his first game back from injury, but 14 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. That's a pedestrian effort for a MVP candidate, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that Alperen Şengün made him work on the other end.
And how about the fact that I've never seen this with Nikola Jokic. He had 8 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, they knew their assignment. They understood the assignment, Matt. Let's just put it that way. And I think this is an impressive victory. This is not, the Nuggets were shorthanded. Nuggets came in. Yeah, they had the injury to Murray, but this was a very, very good team win for the Rockets.
38-18, Rockets outscore the Nuggets in the fourth quarter, win it 124-103. Thanks to the folks that worked, and it's our last home game, so Stinky Pete Unger on stats has been a big help for us all season long. Thank you. David Obert, my good friend, does an amazing job as our onsite engineer. Great to have him back this season. And also to Noah Fouts, who will be with me a couple more times before the end of the year as we go on the road later this week to take on Charlotte and Washington. For all those folks, and for my good friend and my partner to my right, Adam Clinton, I'm Matt Thomas, thanking you for joining us. Do not go anywhere, because AC's going to have some fun highlights to run for you in the second half of a 124-103 Rockets win over the Denver Nuggets. I'm Matt Thomas. We've enjoyed bringing you Rockets basketball, these home games. 2 more road games left to close out the year. We'll be in Charlotte on Friday and Washington on Sunday. But first things first, the Memorial Hermann postgame show is next as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Rockets Nation, AT&T Sportsnet has you covered. Watch every exciting shot, block, and rebound only on AT&T Sportsnet. Crossover, shit! Do it to him! Are you kidding me? Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch Rockets basketball all season long. AT&T Sportsnet, the TV home of the Houston Rockets, available on most major television providers in the region, including DirecTV, Stream, and Fubo TV.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith.
That was a fun one here inside Toyota Center. Rockets getting the win tonight by a final of 124-103 over the top seed in the West. Break up the Rockets. If this team shows up all season long, we have a very, very different conversation. Very interesting game that unfolded here tonight because it was a tight one throughout the game until that fourth quarter where the Rockets just said, all right, y'all aren't going to score ever. You're going to keep turning the ball over. And when you do turn it over, we are going to score with those gifted possessions. So as we get to our second half highlights presented by Jackpot, play lottery from your phone. Just know that this was a 59-56 Nuggets lead at the half as the Rockets were trying to make a comeback here. So as the third quarter got underway, KPJ from downtown, not once, but scoring twice.
Straight away to KJ. To his left for Scoot. He wants a straight on 3. That is up and in. Scoot now with a total of 14 points. Make that 11. He's got 11 on that one. 65 apiece. 7:49. Clock moving. We're tied. Miss ball tapped up out to Porter. Straight on 3. Up and in. Second chance points helping the Rockets with a lead now of 4. That is their largest at 71-67.
So the Rockets with a 71-67 advantage, and then it was time for Alperen Şengün to go to work.
Down to the Şengün. He'll go right down the lane. He is fouled. He'll throw it off the backboard and score for a chance at a three-point play. Şengün behind him to JG. Wants a lead again. Off right. Offensive rebound to Şengün to the window. He'll score a basket to give the Rockets a lead at 78-76.
Rockets still leading, and KJ would go down the lane for 2 plus the foul to retake that lead.
Nuggets up by 184-83. Green wants to give the Rockets a lead again. He'll miss it off the heel. Rebound tapped up. KJ down the heart of the lane. Tipping a defender with him, and a layup attempt is on the way and good. And a chance to finish off a three-point play.
He would, and that would make it an 86-84 Rockets advantage. 86-85 would be the lead after the first 3 quarters. Şengün, 20 points, 7 boards, 4 assists through those 3. To the fourth, we would go. Rockets would still need to have a pretty good effort in the final frame to finish off a very good Nuggets team. Jalen Green off the glass to extend the lead in the very first score of that fourth frame.
Christopher behind him to Green, right side angle. Gets by Bruce Brown. Pump fakes, goes up off the window and scores. Rockets up by 3, shooting 43% from the floor at 88-85.
And then it would be time for Tari Eason
There's a steal by Josh Christopher at midcourt. Gonna throw it down with a right hand hammer and a timeout to Denver.
That's when you slowly but surely started to believe that this could happen here tonight, although there was a lot of time left on the clock when those two baskets happened. So 100-89, the Rockets with the lead. Jalen Green then finding Tari Eason once again for the alley-oop from about half court.
Alpy, left side to Green. Alley-oop to Eason with a hammer! 104-92, a beautiful midcourt pass from JG to the Rook.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic pass that made it a 12-point advantage. And then Eason again, a steal and another dunk would force another Mike Malone timeout for Denver.
Here's Jokic, gets bumped at the free throw line and stolen. Eason all by himself with a double clutch slam. Another timeout, Denver.
Yeah, Denver was trying to talk things over, and it was not working. Rockets with a 107-92 lead at that point. Kevin Porter Jr. would then seal it from downtown.
Down to 2 minutes remaining. Out left side, Porter for three more. Nails it. 117-99 with a minute 55 remaining.
And if for some reason you thought that didn't seal it, well, Jalen Green was there to pour it on.
JG looking for that 30-point number, and he's got it. In fact, he's got 32 as he nails a 26-footer. 122-103.
And the Rockets win at 124-103 to improve to 20-60 on the year after outscoring Denver 38-18 in the fourth quarter. Jalen Green leading the way, 32 points, but had a ton of help. 20 points apiece for KPJ and Alperen Şengün. Jabari with 16 points and 13 rebounds. And Denver had 20 turnovers for 25 Rockets points as the Rockets led this thing by as many as 21 there in the second half. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come right back and get you caught up on a very busy scoreboard in the association on this Tuesday night. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Fun and adventure at 3 great parks all year long. Downtown Aquarium, Kima Boardwalk, and Galveston Island Pleasure Pier offer thrill rides, games, food, and fun for everyone. Whether you're experiencing the thrills on our roller coasters, taking a journey through exhibits, dining at waterfront restaurants, or soaking up the sun at weekend festivals, there's something for everyone. So come have fun at the Downtown Aquarium, Kima Boardwalk, and Galveston Island Pleasure Pier. Adventure destinations the whole family will love. Buy weekend adventure passes and tickets online now.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Adam Clanton here inside Toyota Center. Rockets getting the victory tonight, 124-103. Let's get you caught up on what else happened around the association tonight, or in this case, what is still happening. The late games are very much still in progress. You got a 77-70 Lakers lead with 6:48 remaining in the third quarter. The Thunder are up on the Warriors in San Francisco's first quarter action, 2:08 remaining, 31-29, and the Suns have jumped out to a 38-23 lead over the Spurs with a $1:30 remaining in first quarter action. Devin Booker already has 12, and that one could be a big night for the Phoenix offense. Finals from earlier, Raptors beating the Hornets in Charlotte 120-100. The Heat with a 118-105 victory over the Pistons. The Cavs with a 117-113 decision over the Magic in Orlando. The Bucks put up 140, and it's barely enough. The Wizards scored 128, but the Bucks did get the victory. Timberwolves 107-102 winners at Brooklyn. The Sixers hold on at home and beat the visiting Celtics 103-101 in a matchup of Eastern Conference powers. Joel Embiid, 52 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. He is a freak, and his team gets the win tonight, 103-101. And he put up a pretty good case to solidify his MVP candidacy. The Hawks beat the Bulls in Chicago 123-105. The Grizzlies at home knock off the Trailblazers 119-109. And it was the Kings beating the Pelicans in New Orleans 121-103. Here inside Toyota Center, Rockets get the win 124-103. We'll take a quick timeout, come right back, and wrap things up here on the Memorial Hermann postgame show. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Here at T-Shirts Plus, we are known for our commitment to providing the highest quality embroidered screen printed apparel and promotional products at the most competitive prices. Our custom designed products are perfect for any business, club, promotion, or team. Our T-Shirts Plus team will make you and your logo stand out. Let our business help promote yours at T-Shirts Plus. Give us a call at 936-756-7587. Visit us online or stop by our Conroe location. T-Shirts Plus is a proud sponsor of the Houston Rockets.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Rockets win 124-103 here inside Toyota Center. Adam Clanton wrapping up the Memorial Hermann post-game show. Got to say thanks to everyone who was involved on the broadcast tonight and all season with me, as this will be my final broadcast of the year. Adam Wexler's got the final 2 road games for you, and then it will be an end to the 2022-2023 campaign. The play-by-play all season long, stellar as always from one Matt Thomas, the on-site engineer here at Toyota Center, keeping us on the air and sounding smooth, the one and only David Obert. The statistician, Stinky Pete Unger, crunching the numbers as no one else can. And the network producer at the flagship station, Sports Talk 790 in Houston, along with the man responsible for the highlights you heard tonight, is Noah Fouts, and Josh C. as well throughout the course of the season, doing the same exact job. Thanks to both of those guys for doing what they do. Rockets wrap locally on Sports Talk 790 with Ross. before the campaign is over, both of which will be on the road. This one will be Friday night at Charlotte, taking on the Hornets. 6 o'clock start time, 5:30 network coverage time on the Rockets Radio Network. My name is Adam Clanton. Once again, your very happy final. Rockets get the win, 124-103. It's been a pleasure bringing you Rockets basketball all season long. Appreciate you listening, and we look forward to bringing you the final 2 road games of the regular season starting this Friday. Have a great night, everyone.
Houston Rockets basketball. Rockets Radio. Houston Rockets basketball has been presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And by AT&T 5G, the fast, reliable, and secure 5G network. Rockets Radio. With a dunk to finish it all. Be here all season long as your Rockets take on the best in the NBA on the Houston Rockets Radio Network.
Houston, the Eagle has landed.
2023 National Basketball Association, all rights reserved. Houston, this is Network Control. Signing off. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming.
If you got hail damage to your roof, or you have windstorm damage, call me right now at 832 Lawyers. This is Eric Dick, and I'm a home insurance lawyer. Insurance companies, they're in the business of making money, not paying out your valid windstorm claims. That's why you get a home insurance lawyer like me to hound them and pound them to get you the money you so desperately deserve. Call or text me right now at 832 Lawyers. That's 832 Lawyers. Call or text me 832 Lawyers. If you have a windstorm claim, you have hail damage to your roof, call me right now, 832 Lawyers. This is attorney Eric Dick. I live in Houston, Texas, where my office is. I look forward to helping you. Tell your insurance company to stop playing and start paying. Call me right now, 832 Lawyers. Get a lawyer, 832 Lawyers. Call or text me.
Know your H is up. If you down, win or lose, take it out like a rocket. The Houston Rockets.
Rockets basketball. This is the Sports Talk 790 Rockets Wrap. And the finish was spectacular. Presented by Kelsey Siebold, changing the way health cares. Also by Fred Haas Toyota World. Red Nation, talk about the game now. Rockets basketball on your exclusive home for Houston Rockets basketball. Sports Talk 790.
.40 in the PM here on Sports Talk 790. Hello and welcome in to the Rockets Wrap program. Ross Veary out with you for the next little bit as we discuss a shot. And it really came down to the fourth quarter. That's where the Rockets really put it on the Denver Nuggets, as they outscored them 38-18. Just a fun, complete team win where that's the first quarter, they were ahead of them a little bit. They were trading punches basically the entire game. And we've talked about this before, where sometimes you'll watch a Rockets game and it feels like they don't belong on the floor with the other team. I would give one of those examples is the game against the Los Angeles Lakers on Sunday, where they got down, I think, 14 in the first quarter, got down by as much as 27, and Anthony Davis was just taking care of them down low, and it just felt like the Rockets weren't anywhere on the same planet, even with the LeBron James playing with his ailing foot as the Los Angeles Lakers. But tonight, it was just such a much more refreshing performance for the Houston Rockets as they got this win against the Denver Nuggets. It's one of the best shooting teams in the NBA and one of the best scoring teams in the NBA, and to hold them to 103 points is quite a feat. And I think they just did it with a number of different guys contributing from all over the place. I mean, first things first is Jalen Green, when he scores, the Rockets have a much better chance of winning. It just is what it is. Games that they win, he scores about 26 points per game. Games that they lose, he scores about 20 points per game. 32 points for him tonight, 12 of 27 from the field. And most importantly, 3-point shooting, 4 of 8. I mean, he knocked down some catch and shoot looks. He was knocking down a very nice step right 3-pointer in the corner on the right side. And then he also made a step back there as well in the fourth quarter, right after the Denver Nuggets just completely cleared their bench. And Mike Malone, I imagine in disgust, with about 5.5 minutes left, just said, all right, we're down 15. This team is probably, I figure he was thinking they were making him angry, and he's just had enough. And so he pulled everybody, and the Rockets just outplayed the Denver Nuggets tonight. 20 turnovers for the Denver Nuggets, just 13 for the Houston Rockets, and most importantly, 25 points off of those 20 turnovers to just 14 for the Houston Rockets. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I've been doing a number of these Rockets post-game shows where we talk about the turnover battle, and generally the Rockets lose because they have the most turnovers of any team in the NBA. But generally they also get smoked in the points off of turnovers, and 25 of those. So the Rockets still converting them, getting turnovers and then converting them into points. And that's the way you want to play. A ton of steals, 3 of them for Alperen Şengün, 3 of them for Josh Christopher, as well as he was the post-game player of the game and interviewed by Matt Thomas and Adam Clanton. You had a couple from Jalen Green. I mean, they were just everywhere. They're all over the place. They're doing a really good job of reading passing lanes. Some of it, to be sure, was some lazy passing by the Denver Nuggets. But, I mean, at least a couple that Şengün had, I mean, he was poking the ball loose from Nikola Jokic as he was backing him down on the post. And Baby Joker had a better game than Joker. Alperen Şengün, of course, that's been his nickname. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 50% from the field, knocked down a couple of threes. And Nikola Jokic just had 14 points. He did have 4 assists and 10 rebounds. I mean, you switch those stat lines, that's what you're probably more likely to see on any given night. Of course, Nikola Jokic is apt to go off for like 30 on a given night, and that didn't happen for Alperen Şengün. But still, I mean, just playing with confidence, playing with each other, I felt like. There was a lot of ball movement by a lot of different players, and it was just a sight for sore eyes. It seems like this team sometimes shows you what they can be capable of if they have the attention to detail, if they play good defense, if they play for each other on offense, if the ball is moving around. And that's just what it felt like it was. Mentioned in the pregame, a lot of times when Kevin Porter Jr. is playing games and scoring 20-plus points like he has been. I think it was 4 straight 20-plus point games coming into tonight. Well, he had 20 tonight. 5 of 11 from the three-point line. And also, when he scores a lot of points, usually there's not as many assists. Not the case tonight. 9 assists, 2 turnovers. That's the ratio you would love to see from Kevin Porter Jr. on a more consistent basis. I mean, he played well. Şengün played well. Jalen Green, I got to tell you, I know that some people have wavered on him and talked about how he is just a volume guy and on a bad team, and he scores 20-plus points just because somebody has to score them. And I know the efficiency numbers aren't there, but man, I feel like within the next couple of years, you could see something special and get unlocked with him, because he to me, there's just so many different ways that he can score. He's so fast, And I know the shooting numbers aren't improving, but I do think he's getting better. He's learning more about how to probe offenses. He's learning more about reading his teammates and getting some more assists. He's learning more about how to get to the free throw line, as his free throw attempts have been up way more than they were last year. And I think he's going to continue to get better. Will he ever turn into a first-team All-NBA scorer? I don't know. But going from 17 points per game to 22 points per game, all the 30-point games that he has, and he's not even, oh yeah, he is 21, but he just turned 21 a couple of months ago, barely 21 years old, Jalen Green. And from all the reports and everything we've heard about his work ethic, and we know that he's got, a wealth of talent, I think Jalen Green's going to be okay. I think this pick is going to end up turning out all right. I know there were some shaky nights, and there's some times where he can go, even in the last game, what was he? I think 7 of 21 from the field, but still the scores that he makes, the way that he can just rise up from the mid-range and not get contested. He continues to work on his shot. He continues to improve. He can get whatever, mental blocks he can sometimes have with his three-point shot, where he just gets into these lulls where, for whatever reason, he's just going 1 of 8 from 3 night after night, and the percentages are dropping and dropping. If you can get over some of that type of stuff, the talent is there, the work ethic is there, the different varied ways in which he can score are there. And I continue to sometimes get discouraged, but mostly encouraged about Jalen Green long-term as a prolific scorer in the NBA. There's one thing we have to remember, and I always have to remind myself, and I think we need to remind ourselves as Rockets fans, is these things take time. I mean, I'll look no further than the guy that Jalen Green was compared to coming out of the NBA draft. It was like Zach LaVine. And Zach LaVine, his first few years in the NBA, he didn't score 20-plus points per game, as I'm pulling it up, until his 5th season. Jalen Green is at 22 points per game in his 2nd season. So if you want to just use that comp, he's ahead of schedule. And once he continues to grow and hopefully add some bulk and his body can fill out a little bit more, he did add some in the offseason, and he has been better and stronger in finishing in the rim. I think Jalen Green can definitely be an efficient 25-plus point per game scorer. And if you have that, I mean, you have a huge weapon. You have somebody that you can go to for a bucket. I mean, he's just so fast out there. He's lightning quick, and he's getting better, and he can score with his left hand, with his right hand on the left side of the basket or the right side of the basket. He's got a little running flip shot that he throws up in the middle of the lane that seems to go down with relative ease and regularity so far. And I think he's going to improve, and I think he's going to get better. Another interesting one has been Kevin Porter Jr., where I know there has been a lot of talk about him, of course, and people not happy with the contract that he was given in the offseason, which I believe the Rockets can get out of rather easily. But it was like a 4-year, $80 million deal, paying him $20+ million per year. He's really turning it around since coming off of that foot injury. He's playing a lot better. Assist to turnover ratio has been better. He's scoring 20-plus points per night with regularity. And then there's nights like tonight where he has 9 assists and 2 turnovers. There was a game a few games ago, I can't recall who it was against, where he had 13 assists and 1 turnover. I think he only scored like 14 points in that game. So, I mean, he's been getting better. And that's all we really have been wanting for and begging for as Rockets fans, knowing they're not going to win a lot of games, wanting to see some improvement. And I think it was 24 wins last year. If I had to guess, they're probably going to finish with 20, which they have now, or 21 wins. That's a regression from a win total standpoint. But don't forget, whether you liked him or not, Christian Wood was probably the Rockets' best player last year. He was traded away. Eric Gordon, before he was traded away, was arguably their best player this year with the way other guys were scuffling and hurt and all those things. He was traded away. And now it's been the baby Rockets. Kenyon Martin Jr., third year in the league. Jabari Smith Jr., still a teenager. Alperen Sengun, not 21 yet. Jalen Green just turned 21. Kevin Porter Jr., I think, is like 22. Oh, actually, he's old. He's very long in the tooth. Kevin Porter Jr. is 22 years old and 335 days old. Oh, he's almost 23. Oh, he's so old. His life is just evaporated before our eyes. Of course, I'm being facetious. So this is a really good young team. And on nights like this, it's really easy to gush about the things you saw. With Alperen Sengun working the post, playing 37 minutes, not getting into too much foul trouble. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, not turning the ball over, making shots, not being scared of Nikola Jokic, poking the ball away from him and holding his own in the post and reading the defenses. And Jabari Smith Jr. quietly, to me, with 16 points, 13 rebounds. Haven't even mentioned him. Kenyon Martin Jr. and the way that he can fly around and how he would how well he can play. 7 different Rockets in double figures. Haven't even mentioned Tari Eason, who is just really one of my favorite Rockets. The motor that he plays with, how he's just always out there with full energy the second that he steps on the floor. And it's cliche to say it's somebody you want to watch. You tell your kids to watch this guy, but it's true. You have like a young athlete or young baller and you want to tell them to watch this one guy and try to model playing after the way that he plays. Tari Eason definitely in that mix for the Rockets. The energy that he plays with at all times from the second he sets on the floor to the second he checks out. 11 points for him, 7 rebounds, was getting a couple of putbacks, had a couple of offensive rebounds, and just playing well for the Rockets, as everybody did. Came onto the floor. Even Usman Garuba, even though his three-point shot isn't what it used to be, he was shooting like, 50%, or what did he make, 9 in a row at some point where he couldn't miss from 3? But still, this is think about this. There was no DJ Augustine. There's no Frank Kaminsky. There's no Boban Marjanovic. The veterans in this group. It's all the young guys. I think of the players that got minutes, the most veteran player who played for the Rockets tonight, I think, is Kevin Porter Jr. In his 4th NBA season, he's 22 years old. He's the oldest Rocket. Although, I don't know, I guess I'd have to look by age. As far as NBA experience, it was Kevin Porter Jr. in his 4th year of the league. And they not only beat the number 1 overall seed in the Western Conference, they made it look easy. About it. If you'd like, phone lines are open for you at 713-212-5790, 713-212-5790. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Rockets beat the Nuggets 124-103. We'll take a top of the hour break here on the Rockets Wrap program. When we come back, we'll hear from Rockets head coach Steven Silas and possibly others, and we'll take all of your calls after this top of the hour break here on the Rockets Wrap on Sports Talk 790.
QC Kinetics patient Diane Richardson saw her brother-in-law have surgery for pain in his elbow.
My brother-in-law, after that surgery, had his arm in a sling for almost 6 months, extensive PT, pain medication, a lot of restrictions of what he could not do.
So when Diane's husband, Greg, had a similar problem, she encouraged a different treatment, regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. And the experience was like night and day compared to his brother.
After 6 months, nothing. He hasn't felt any pain, and that has been 2 years since he's had treatment.
Plus, no drugs and no down downtime.
He was literally out golfing when he wanted to and doing whatever he wanted to. It was probably 9 months before my brother-in-law got back out on the golf course, and my husband was on the golf course the entire time. And he was so elated. He goes, Diane, game changer.
Before you have surgery for that joint pain, get a second opinion. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 713-913-5285. That's 713-913-5285. 713-913-5285.
Hey, it's Matt Thomas for Kronberg's Flags and Flagpoles. If you're looking for custom banners and flags like I was looking for in my daughter's volleyball court in our backyard, I want you to call Kronberg's. It's ideal for parades, desk sets, giveaways, and many other uses. They have a huge variety of flags, American, international, collegiate, nautical, and more, plus flagpoles. They're also our sponsor of Astros Trivia during the season on Sports Talk 790. Call 1-800-344-3524. That's 1-800-344-3524 or online at KronbergFlag.com.
TACLA 3981E. Say, Mr. Morrow.
Say there, fella.
How's a company like yours get so amazing at cooling and heating?